week, dead on my feet, but I've made plans for tonight. When I'm feeling blue, know just what to do, how to make it right. Seems like I've needed this forever. Gonna have myself a night to remember. Dim the lights, lock the door, spread your pictures on the floor. Blow the dust off of our past, let it all come flooding back. 'Cause it ain't easy being strong, and when I can't forget you're gone, I just surrender. Have myself a night to remember. Sad ain't my style, but once in a while I just have to give in. 'Cause a woman like you is so hard to lose. You just don't want it to end. I know this can't go on forever, so tonight I'll have a night to remember. Dim the lights, lock the door, spread your pictures on the floor. Blow the dust off of our past, let it all come flooding back. 'Cause it ain't easy being strong, and when I can't forget you're gone, I just surrender. Have myself a night to remember. Oh, it ain't easy being strong, and when I can't forget you're gone, I just surrender. Have myself a night to remember.
Bring your friends, bring your family, and turn them on to 95.9 KMAR, The Bird.
I wish my mind wouldn't argue with my heart. It splits the day apart, and the time well spent and time just thrown away. I wish my heart would please make up my mind. I'm wasting so much time. Gotta catch a glimpse of how it's gonna be when finally I look inside your eyes and see reflections of yourself in me, the way you always said it would be. But finally I'm loving you like you love me. It happened oh so easily. I looked at you and it came to me. Finally, this Ferris wheel just keeps on spinning round. playing mind games with the ground. Can we stop this time, or must we go again? I see you standing, waiting just outside. Come and get me on this ride. Wanna lose myself in being there with you. When finally I look inside your eyes and see reflections of yourself and me, the way you always said it would be. When finally I'm loving you like you love me, it happened though so easily. I looked at you and it came to me. I look inside your eyes and see reflections of yourself in me, the way you always said it would be. When finally I'm loving you like you love me, it happened oh so easily. I looked at you and it came to me.
The following is a broadcast of KMAR Sports. Welcome to the Patriot Pregame Show, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Let's send it to the booth and join the voice of the Patriots, Cody Maroney and Matt Reynolds.
And welcome to Patriot Stadium, home of the Franklin Parish Patriots. It is the Farm Bureau Insurance Patriot Pregame Show. Cody Maroney along with Matt Reynolds as we get you set for kickoff at 7 o'clock sharp tonight between the 4-1 Franklin Parish Patriots and the 5-0 West Ouachita Chiefs, who come into Patriot Stadium tonight. Franklin Parish, of course, losing for the first time in 2024 last Friday night at the hands of the Ouachita Lions at a really good ball game, which was dubbed the game of the week and lived up to the hype. Franklin Parish out gaining Ouachita last week. The only thing that really hurt them, 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns and 3 turnovers that ended up in 17 points, and that's a 31-point swing and a 4-point loss for Franklin Parish as it was 51-47. But, Matt, what we saw last Friday night, we talked about it all week. Franklin Parish, obviously you're hurting because you lose that ball game, but, man, there is a lot to look forward to in the rest of this season just based off of how they played in that game.
Yeah, Cody, it was such a energetic, momentum-shifting game the whole game. By the end of it, you're completely wore out. You kind of felt like you played in it if you watched it. And but I didn't come away feeling like, Franklin Parish, I was that upset about it, because there was so much good things that happened in that ball game. You take away the special teams mistakes, like you said, Franklin Parish wins that game running away. You look back to the total yardage, Cody, 241 total yards for Ouachita Lions, 505 for Franklin Parish, 400 of those on the legs and arm of Desarian Ellis, who had an outstanding performance, really showcased his talent, 6 touchdown performance. And you kind of felt like if we would have got that onside kick, Franklin Parish wins the game because you knew they weren't going to stop Ellis when he had the ball in his hands. Didn't work out that way. Of course, you get the loss. You move on because guess what? You got West Ouachita coming in undefeated here tonight, and you know that it's a long-standing rivalry, district foes for many years. Then West Ouachita gets bumped up to 5A for a couple of years. They're back in our district this year, and they're 5-0 coming in tonight. And, Cody, there's already a little chippiness going on during the week. We've been hearing it all pregame. West Ouachita has come in with the heat, trying to so maybe wake the Giant up a little bit, because if there's one thing that Coach Burnett does is he really, really gets his teams motivated when they feel like they're being disrespected. We saw it against Calvary. We saw it against Ouachita. And now we'll see tonight if it's working again when they play the West Ouachita Chiefs.
Well, you talked about the bulletin board material that you get. And, of course, what we're speaking of is, some memes that were made throughout the week, posted on social media, got in the hands of Franklin Parish. They got it on the board in there. But not just that, but something else got sent today from the Chiefs faithful. I'm not sure who sent it, but
so apparently they have a baker over at West Ouachita High School, because a cake was sent to the Franklin Parish Fieldhouse. It says, West Ouachita Chiefs 2024 District Champs loading.
Yeah. And
they delivered it to the Patriots today. So if you needed any more motivation to come out here and beat these guys, they gave it to you. And not only that, Cody, we were talking with some people before the game, and they told us when the Patriots had their pregame meal earlier, Coach Burnett had a reel playing on loop of Coach Rainwater from West Ouachita, who went on a student media podcast type thing this week and said, we're going to go in there, we're going to lock the gate, we're going to punch him in the mouth Friday night. And he had that on loop so his players heard it for the whole time they were eating. So if you want to, really get in and upset the Bulldog, the junkyard dog, you've done it. Yep. And I don't know if that's something that the Chiefs want to do, because this team has proved when you do that, you're going to get the best game out of them.
Well, and you talked about it earlier. You talked about Franklin Parish going into Ouachita last Friday night, and losing 51-47. But it was part of that shift. It's a culture change, and Coach AB had a little bit to say about that when we talked with him earlier in the week.
I think it's just the situation where you're starting to kind of see the culture change. I continue to brag about this junior class that I have. They were my first class, my incoming freshman class, and I knew at some point in time they were going to be the guys that kind of flip this thing all the way upside down, and they have been as advertised, man. We try not to find any good silver linings out of a loss. I'm not that type of person, but if I had to, man, just these kids fighting to the end, being resilient. And, I think it's a testament to where the program is right now.
And talking about last week, you're an onside kick away. You're a 3-and-out away from getting the football back and having an opportunity to get your offense on the field with about 45 seconds left. And big things can happen when the big guys get on the field.
Yeah, I mean, there was a point there in that fourth quarter where you just saw it. Desarian Ellis took over the complete ball game. I mean, every time he had the ball in his hands, no matter what he did, you just knew, you felt as a Patriot faithful, their fans in the sideline, they knew something good was going to happen, and that's exactly what he did. 6 total touchdowns, and he's part of that amazing junior class that Coach Burnett just spoke about. Who else is a part of that class? Well, you got the 2 great defensive ends in Tavon Bell, Chris Addison. You also have a number of guys that are not in that class, but also younger guys contributing, mainly in the running game. You talk about DJ Neal, had a great game, just a freshman. Trey Martin, just a sophomore. Another outstanding game on defense, and you're going to see maybe him a little bit on offense tonight from what I understand. And, Cody, it's going to take that. This isn't going to be, a Caldwell game. This is a much better team than that. They're 5-0, of course. They're almost a 5A school. They're 6-9 all time against Franklin Parish. Franklin Parish did beat them the last time we played. We hadn't played. This will be 2 years ago, I guess, the last time we played them. But, think about this with West Ouachita. So their combined records for their opponents is 5-20. Their best win comes against Sterlington, who's 2-3. Not necessarily maybe the Sterlington we've known the past few years.
And what, a 1-2 point win?
Yeah, it was a 1-point win, 29-28. And Sterlington had some miscues there that cost them the game. Their defense has only allowed 47 points all season. Their MJ Owens has 12 touchdowns. What do? 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That's always been, even back when Coach Pender years ago, they're going to run the football, and that's still what they do 80% of the time. They're going to have several backs that run the football. And Franklin Parish is frankly, don't play a lot of offenses that strictly are run heavy anymore. So that will be a challenge. But, when you look at who West Ouachita played and who has Franklin Parish played, the Patriots are battle-tested. We know what we got in them. We know they can come back against a 5A school and hang with some of the best teams in the state. West Ouachita hasn't proved that. So they're going to have to come out here tonight, after they've talked all the smack all week, after they've sent the cake. And Franklin Parish is, let them have cake and let them eat it, because I can tell you they did nothing but fire up this team. And this is such a big game for Franklin Parish, because not to look forward. And I know that the team, Coach is trying to keep them wrangled in. But if you get this win, Cody, it really sets up where you run the table and possibly talking about a top 5 seed.
Absolutely. And that would be important, because then you're talking about a possible first-round bye, which is huge.
Huge.
You get an extra week of rest. You get a home game, and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm almost 99% positive that everything's changed now, where you host throughout the top seed does. So.
I think top 4. I think if you're a top 4 seed, you have the whole playoffs at home.
Yeah. So that would be huge.
Oh, wow.
Even though Franklin Parish has had the first round home playoff game the last couple of years and hadn't really worked out for them, but we talked about it at the beginning of the year. This is a different squad. This is a different group of guys here. You talk about Ellis being that leader in that leader role and him getting multiple touchdowns. I'm saying he's getting 5 touchdowns a week and 500 total yards.
Sitting at 26 total through 5 weeks.
It's amazing what he's doing out on the field. Coach AB also had a lot of big things to say about his junior quarterback.
Anybody who really truly understands the game of football knows everything, starts and stops with the quarterback. And by default, you're the leader. By default, you're going to get all the praise, and by default, you're going to get all the blame. And I think by him knowing those things and willing to take it and really take this team by the horns and be the consummate leader that he has been. If you think about possibly the 2 biggest regular season games in Franklin Parish history, whether it be Calvary Baptist and this Ouachita game, man, the kid accounted for almost 10 touchdowns and almost 1,000 yards. So that's really a situation where this kid is willing to put everything on his back, even though we're younger in a lot of different spots. If you think about our wide receiver core, none of those guys were starters last year. 2 of those guys are freshmen. You got a freshman in the backfield. He really had to be a leader, and he's doing a great job as far as bringing those guys along.
One thing I will say I disagree, and I've heard it my whole life. Players win the games and coaches lose them, right?
That's right.
He said that, Ellis, is the guy when, he's
you would
the leader
know
when you win games. And, he's the first one to take the criticism when they lose games. Well, no, the coaches are the ones that, let's be honest, every parent out there knows that the players win the games and the coaches lose the games, right? So,
but you can see in his mannerisms, Ellis, this year, he is the leader on the field. He's fully embraced that. And you can see it when every mistake that's made, he's the first one to get up there and correct it himself verbally to his teammates who may have jumped off sides, may be in the wrong position, may have started early. And he makes sure that's corrected before the next snap. And that's just, him growing as a leader and him becoming, I think, Cody, the best quarterback in North Louisiana. I mean, it's hard to doubt his resume to this point, just as a junior. Right now, he's putting together a special resume, and I think tonight he can certainly add to that.
Franklin Parish getting set to take on the West Ouachita Chiefs, first district game of 2024, and we've got it for you coming up at the top of the hour. The Farm Bureau Insurance Patriot pregame show countdown to kickoff will continue after a word from our sponsors.
When it comes to supporting Franklin Parish, I serve by volunteering my time as a coach in our local Dixie Baseball League. When it comes to supporting you and your family, I serve as your local Farm Bureau agent. I am Craig Thomas. Call me at 435-9745 for a quick home, auto, or life insurance quote, and to learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. That's Craig Thomas at 435-9745. Call me today.
My experience at Whiteboard has just been exceptional. Each time that I have bought a vehicle from here.
They're willing to listen to what I want. They don't start trying to tell me what I need.
For me, it's just a comfort level, coming here.
Courtesy, dependability, responsibility, those are things that I value in a business.
I know that they're going to do the very best they can. Something that Chloe told me, he said his mama told him. He said, you treat every customer like they're your mama. My experience with Whiteboard is just awesome. It's like family.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect automobile you've always wanted. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Diane Roten is right here in Winsboro to help you select the right protection at the right price. Diane will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Diane Roten, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her today. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
WSB, you can bank on us. You can bank on us. A smile and a friendly wave lets you know that you're in the right place. At WSB, you can bank on us.
Winsboro State Bank. We're nearby in Winsboro, Gilbert, Mangum, and Rayville. Member FDIC.
WSB.
Hey folks, this is Mark Sanguinetti, the owner of Sango Pre-Owned Superstore. I invite you to make the short drive to Vidalia and save big on your next pre-owned vehicle. With over 40 vehicles to choose from, we make it easy to find your next vehicle. Whether you're headed to the camp, taking fans to the big game, or hitting the road for a well-deserved vacation, let our team find the vehicle that fits your budget and needs. Come by and see us today and visit with our knowledgeable and friendly staff. Shop online 24/7 at sangopreowned.com or stop by today at Sango Pre-Owned Superstore in Vidalia.
Hello, this is Brian Wade, Vice President of Progressive Bank. I invite all of my customers and friends to drop by Progressive Bank today. You may be surprised to find that we are not your typical community bank. We have a complete array of depositing and lending services. We offer financial planning, wealth and investment management, commercial cash management, technology-based services, and more, all combined with the very best of personal service. Progressive Bank, your life, your business, your bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, loan subject to credit approval.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
Call me, Elliot Britt, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options at 435-3794.
Welcome back to the Farm Bureau Insurance Patriot pregame show, live here on KMAR, streaming online on the KMAR YouTube live stream. I want to welcome everybody inside the Franklin State Bank broadcast booth. Matt, as we continue on the pregame show, take a look at the Winsboro Sports scoreboard tonight.
You had some games last night. General Trask takes care of Tensall 44-8. Lincoln Prep beats Ringgold 53-6, and St. Fred's continues their pretty good season, 43-0 shutout over the Block Bears. But got to mention this over in the Shreveport area, Cody. 77-76, one overtime win, Captain Shreve over Evangel.
Is that basketball?
Unbelievable, right? Which is in itself, just hearing that score is crazy. But here's the craziest thing. Evangel quarterback Pop Hudson broke a national record. 847 passing yards, yes, and 8 touchdowns.
Wow.
So he was a guy at the beginning of the year. Everybody was real high on Neville, praised him because he took them to the limit earlier in the season. So outstanding performance, and then you lose the game. But sorry, we were talking about Desiree Ellis' amazing performance in the loss last week to Ouachita, but it's hard to ever compare it to something like Pop Hudson did last night. But
that's varsity difficulty on Madden, right? And you just throw it up and they go catch it.
I mean, was there a drive or a possession that didn't produce points? I doubt it very seriously last night. Okay, so around the area, the Winsboro Sports Scoreboard, we'll bring you these scores as we get them all night. Bunkies at Caldwell Parish. Caldwell looking for their first win of the season. Let's see. Cedar Creek will travel to Plain Dealing to play the Lions. Ruston Bearcats go over and play Ouachita at Millhaven tonight in a district contest. Madison will travel to Rayville to play the Hornets. Bastrop goes over to Shreveport to play Green Oaks. Beekman Charter will go up to West Carroll Parish and play Oak Grove tonight. Carroll on the road tonight against North Webster. Pineville, pretty good Pineville team, 4-1, travels into Bill Ripple tonight to play the Neville Tigers in a district contest. Delhi Charter goes on the road to play Ouachita Christian Eagles. Sterlington Panthers will go to Monroe to play the Richwood Rams. And probably one of the other big games to watch tonight. West Monroe, who's really been getting better. They're averaging, I think, around 45 points the past couple weeks as they were traveling down to play Thomas Bachman and the Ash Trojans, undefeated, a very powerful offense there. And the Rebels, of course, have lost this game the past couple years. Many people think this might be the night they turn things around against the Ash Trojans tonight. District contest, our district, Tioga, will travel to Wasman to play the Wasman Wildcats. Delhi will travel over and play the Delta Charter Storm. And another big one right down the road tonight, undefeated Faraday Trojans against the Mangum Dragons.
Yeah, that one we're going to be keeping a watch on all night. Of course, Faraday, very, very talented, as we've been hearing all season long. And then, of course, Mangum has quietly been a 4-1 ball club this year, losing the first game and winning the next 4. So,
well, schedule's a lot like West Ouachita, though. Hadn't really got to prove themselves over the next 3 weeks.
The next 3 weeks are going to be tough for them. You got Faraday this week, you got Oak Grove next week, and Ouachita Christian the next week. So it's a three-week gauntlet for Coach Wilcher and company over across Big Creek. So we'll see how they handle the next few weeks.
Darbone Woods will play Magnolia School of Excellence. Union Parish will go on the road tonight, and they will take on the North Caddo Titans, and then Jonesboro Hodge will travel up to Haynesville to play the Golden Tornado. We'll keep you up to date all tonight on the Winsboro Sports Scoreboard.
It is now time for the keys to the game tonight, brought to you by Sango GMC. Matt, as we take a look at tonight's contest between the Chiefs and the Patriots, offensively for Franklin Parish tonight, it's got to be continuing on what you're doing. Desiree Ellis has had a tremendous junior season up through 5 weeks. We're halfway through the season, wow. Matt. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that because you blink an eye, it's gone, right? The season's over with. But Ellis has put up just really video game-like numbers this year. And these guys offensively for Franklin Parish, you're going to see Trey Martin on offense, as you spoke about earlier. He's going to be the backup tonight to DJ Neal with Kenyon Martin out tonight. So I think offensively for Franklin Parish is just keep doing what you're doing and limit the mistakes, the turnovers. And, you have nothing to worry about offensively.
Yeah, you think about the turnovers offensively from an offensive perspective for Franklin Parish the past few weeks. It's really been almost punts. It's been when we're trying to convert on a 4th down or a long 3rd down, and Ellis throws it downfield and it's picked off. So we hadn't been putting the ball on the ground this year very much, not on the ball. That has to continue tonight. Defensively, Cody, I think this is the big point. We talked about it. Very strong rushing attack out of West Ouachita. Franklin Parish, I think, maybe coming into the season, we were a little worried about defending the run. I think they've soothed most of the fans' worries on that, especially last week against a stable of talented running backs over at Ouachita. MJ Dade, also Connors, if you can kind of classify him as a running back too, back there at quarterback. I thought they did a great job when they had to, balling them up, especially you think about that third quarter. For 3 straight possessions, it was 3 and out. Unfortunately, the rest, it takes all 3, right? Special teams did not get their job done. And that they have to get it done tonight. You cannot be fumbling punts. I don't know what you do to change that, but it's happened a few times this year. Also, we can't defend the kickoff. We have to figure out a way to do it. It hurt us against – it didn't hurt us, but it was terrible against Caldwell. We talked about it throughout the whole broadcast, and then last week it lost us the game. So to me, that is the key to the game. How's the special teams going to respond after, and I will say this, Coach Imfinger texted me Saturday morning. He took the blame totally. He says, yes, we lost that game. We're going to get better. And I know they've been working on that all week. Part of that is because they don't really have a true kicker. You got guys trying to do kickoffs and other things that they're not kickers. They're just having to kick, right? So it's just going to take repetition and finding the right guy to plug in that situation.
And, you talk about that. The special teams wise, 14 points given up last. I mean, you're. We said
the block
it
punt too.
Yeah, the block punt too. You got a muff punt, you got a block punt, and then you have 2 kickoffs that you allow back for touchdowns.
There's your ball game.
And it's just you have those types of games. The special teams. Every once in a while, you have a bad game, right? I think that was as low as we've ever seen because Coach Imfinger's always had that special teams group prepped and ready to go.
He has.
But I did hear that they had about a multi-hour special teams practice this week. So we might see some things tonight.
And I talked to some coaches this week on your point, Cody, about what you just said, what happened in that game. In the past, those types of things happen, we get run out of the stadium.
Yeah.
This team, Ouachita wanted no more. They did not want any more. They didn't want the ball to be back in the hands of Desiree and Ellis. So this team, I think, did all they could do to win. Mm-hmm. They just didn't come away with a victory. But so many positives out of that game. And I know AB was going to say that. I don't take any wins out of a loss, but you got to after what we saw, on homecoming night against a talented squad like Ouachita. You got to carry it over this week against a team that has disrespected you apparently all week and even today sending you a cake. So there's a reason tonight to come out and put on your best performance.
Well, it's a special night here as Franklin Parish kicks off district against the undefeated West Ouachita Chiefs, but it's also a special night for the 94 Crowville High football team.
Remember it well.
We just saw Coach Shirley come through and gave us a little bit of info on that season, and they're going to be honored at halftime tonight. But Crowville High School football that season went undefeated, led by head coach James Shirley and assistants. Of course, we know a few of these names: Jimbo Murphy, Terry Havens, James Cupid, and surpassed any possible dreams or expectations that anybody could have had that season, right?
No doubt. And I remember it well, Cody, because I was the ball boy on the Winsboro High School team who had their best season probably ever. They went to the semifinals that year. So you had Crowville right down the road having their best season ever. And it was just an amazing time for the whole parish. Unfortunately, they lost in the playoffs, but it was a magical run for Coach Shirley and the Bulldogs. And I know one that goes down in the lore of Crowville history, right?
Yep. And, of course, so at halftime, they will be honoring the 94 Crowville Bulldog football team tonight. And also they'll have two special chairs on the field as well in memory of two players, two former Bulldogs, Hunter Todd and Jared Lightsey. So that's going to be awesome to have at halftime here tonight as West Ouachita has come into Patriot Stadium with an undefeated 5-0 record. Franklin Parish at 4-1 after losing last week at Ouachita. But we're looking for some fireworks here tonight to start this district schedule for Franklin Parish as the kickoff will be coming up here in about 5 minutes. We're still awaiting Franklin Parish to run out onto the field. The pregame show tonight being brought to you as always by Farm Bureau Insurance, and their commitment to Louisiana has never wavered. They believe that your family is part of their family, and protecting our family with local people, great rates, and friendly service has always been our pledge. Farm Bureau Insurance, local people, great rates, friendly service, bringing you the pregame show each Friday night. Also, our keys to the game brought to you by Sango GMC. We just had those great selection, quality salespeople who want to help and competitive prices. Shop to see how we put your needs first at Sango GMC.
Well, Cody, I just had a chance to step outside the broadcast booth, and it is electric out there. Great crowd tonight. Of course, a lot of pink honoring breast cancer awareness tonight, but a ton of fans here from both sides. Undefeated West Ouachita comes in for a district soiree, kicking off district. Doesn't get much bigger than this.
Franklin Parish getting set tonight here at Patriot Stadium. We'll take our final break. We'll have the coin toss and kickoff coming up in a few minutes. You're listening to Patriots Football.
Thinking about getting your windows tinted? Then see the Tint Man, Garrett Harris at Well Shaded Tint. Trucks, cars, SUVs, tractors, big trucks, and ATVs. Well Shaded Tint can tint them all. And if you're looking at commercial or residential tint, call Well Shaded Tint today at 318-837-1514. Or stop by 234 Taylor Avenue in Winsboro. There's no tint job that can't be done with the Tint Man, Garrett Harris at Well Shaded Tint. Call or stop by today.
Finance charges accrue from data financing. Must finance with GM Financial. Down payment required at signing if applicable. Some customers may not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 10/31/24. And with that said,
we do what we say at Waller Singer Chevrolet.
it's not one or two, but every 2024 Silverado 1500 at Waller Singer offers 0% APR. Plus, no payments till next year. We do what we say at Waller Singer Chevrolet, Winsboro.
Winsboro Health and Fitness invites you to come by and make your family's health a priority. This 24-hour, 17,000 square foot fitness center is jam-packed with cardio equipment, free weights, and curves equipment, indoor AstroTurf, and an indoor walking track. Stop in today to sign up for single and family packages with no contracts necessary. Your membership includes group classes and tanning. Sign up today at 3322 Front Street, Winsboro Health and Fitness.
Sonic Drive-In in Winsboro and the Coca-Cola Company are proud supporters of Franklin Parish Athletics. Whether you're heading to or coming from the big game, Sonic Drive-In in Winsboro can take care of any craving you may have. Sonic opens at 6 a.m. every day with their entire menu ready to serve. Try one of their many soft drink combinations with a cheeseburger and an order of tater tots. Stop by Sonic Drive-In in Winsboro to order some food and head to the big game. Sonic Drive-In, your game day pit stop for great eats and cool treats.
The following is a broadcast of KMAR Sports.
Sit back and relax and let's get down to it. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. We got a great kind of football now.
Here's the snap. They'll fake the handoff. Bryce Curtis is going to walk the dog. Curtis will hand it off to Grant. Grant starts right, cuts back left, walks into the end zone for a touchdown. Drops back to pass. Roll out to the near side. Throws it on the run. And it's caught in the end zone. Javion White.
It's gonna be a hell of a night. We got a great kind of football now. We got some football right here. It's Friday night, y'all. Kick the bell out here.
And welcome to Patriot Stadium, home of the Franklin Parish Patriots, where tonight Franklin Parish at 4-1 gets set to take on the West Ouachita Chiefs at 5-0 on the regular season. Cody Maroney along with Matt Reynolds getting you set for kickoff here as we've got the coin toss coming up, brought to you by the Franklin Parish Sheriff's Office. And Matt, we talked during the pregame show about the little snippet that Coach Rainwater had during the week and what he said about coming in, locking the door, and punching them in the mouth. And somebody, not going to name any names, was good enough, nice enough to put that together, and that was played here on the loudspeakers before the game.
Yeah, because I noticed, Cody, you're kind of got your earpiece off, you're listening. That kind of got me to listening, and of course it was played 2 or 3 times on the loudspeaker right as the Patriots come flying through the papers, flying out of the end zone to come out with the cheerleaders and the pep squad and everything. And Cody, we mentioned all week, the bulletin board material that West Ouachita has just offered up to Coach AB, who, let's face it, he's the GOAT of bulletin board material at this point. I mean, you look at his resume from this year. He puts it together quite well. And, of course, we mentioned he played that snippet while the players ate their pregame meal. So he wants those dogs hungry and ready to go out there and get a little something extra going.
They're hungry, Matt, because they have won the coin toss and elected to receive the opening kickoff. So Coach AB is going to send Ellis and company out onto the field first tonight. Patriots dressed in red tops, gray bottoms with white numerals and the gray Patriot helmets. The Chiefs, white tops, blue bottoms, blue numerals, white helmet for the West Ouachita Chiefs as we get set for kickoff here tonight.
And Cody, just
electric crowd.
It is electric out there. It is buzzing as there are cars lined all the way down McDuff Drive right now trying to get in. And I can tell you what, Cody, this is what it's all about. Your team, we mention it every week. There's momentum building on this season, but this is the second season, right? Third season's coming up in a few weeks. Going to get to the playoffs, right? But this is whatever you've done. You take all those lessons learned, pre-district. Now district starts tonight. Never before Franklin Parish won a district title in football. And right now, people feel like the winner of this game will probably be the district champs. Here's your chance tonight to get district play started off great.
74 degrees at kickoff here in the Shelter Insurance kickoff, teed up at the 40-yard line. Chiefs kicking it off from right to left, from south to north. We are underway, end over end. Zay Boley takes it inside the 10 at the 8, right up the gut. Holding on to the football as the Chiefs try to claw it away. He gets across not midfield, but across the 25 and up around the 27-yard line. That's where Ellis and company will start tonight.
And Ellis comes in, the junior quarterback, 6'3", 185 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, with 26 total touchdowns on the season. And he's thrown 15 through the air with just 3 interceptions. He's ran for a bunch more, but the duality of him this year is really what has made him so dynamic. He can beat you in so many ways. And Coach AB, that's why he elected to get the ball right out of the gate.
1st and 10, Credit in motion. They're going to hand it off to Credit, coming near side, turns it up the field, and is taken down after a nice gain of about 10 all the way up to the 38-yard line. It will be a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down on a first down run from Elite Credit.
Yeah, I love getting Credit in motion, getting him involved. Dynamic sophomore. Try to get the ball in his hands and get him in open space. Nice start there for the offense.
Patriots go quick back to the line of scrimmage, 2 receivers each side. Now they'll bring Zarin Jones in motion. They'll fake the handoff, run the option going the other way. He tosses it out to Jones. Jones trying to get back to the line of scrimmage and is taken down right at the original line of scrimmage. We do have a flag maybe on the field, far side. Going to check that. And it's probably, looks to be, it is a hold against Franklin Parish. So West Ouachita will accept that penalty. It'll be a 10-yard penalty, and they'll replay the first down.
That was another thing looking at the box score last week, Cody. A lot more penalties for Franklin Parish in that game, and I know even the most, objective people were concerned about some of those calls after the game. You think about a couple touchdowns coming off the board, too. But first and long now for the Patriots.
1st and 20, trips right, one to the left. Ellis standing in the shotgun. DJ Neal standing to his right. Just underway here in the first quarter. No score, 11:03 remaining. Ellis calls for the snap. We'll hand it off up the middle. DJ Neal finding a little bit of running room and getting almost all of that penalty yardage back, getting up around the 38. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Little quarterback read there for DJ Neal, taking it and just almost back up to the original line. Back to the original line of scrimmage, and there's flags whistling the play dead here.
As let's see, got some officials here on the other side of the 50, Chiefs territory, that are getting together talking here. And now Patriots were going quick. They stopped play.
Very quick.
Yeah, they'll replay the second down. Wind of the clock. I think they're saying they're going to keep the play clock on the field. As
this has happened last week.
Yep.
And it was the batteries last week, so I don't know what it could be this week.
So clock winds, 2nd and 10. Handoff, DJ Neal, left side. DJ Neal finds some running room across midfield into Chiefs territory, and another Waller Singer Chevrolet first down for the freshman, down to the 47-yard line.
Well, young DJ Neal has shown his speed this year, but last week I thought he really showed that he is a bruiser as well, and he shows it again right there, trucking through a couple Chiefs defenders as he picks up the first down.
They go back to the line of scrimmage. Trips right, one to the left. Neal to the right of Ellis in the shotgun. Calls for the snap. They'll fake the handoff. Bubble screen near side. Catch made by Malik Credit. Credit trying to find a little bit of blocking. He will get about a yard down to the 46-yard line. Will it be 2nd down and 9. That time it looked like the pass was a little high as Credit slow to get up. Pass was a little high. He kind of bobbled the catch there.
Probably a good, 8 yards into the backfield, too, when he received it there, Cody. So had a lot of time for that West Ouachita defense to come in and focus on the tackle. And Credit here, they'll look at him. Looks like
it's his right foot.
And, Cody, he has had some nicks throughout the season, all the way back in West Jefferson. You remember he had a touchdown early in that game and then just basically got cold cocked in the head there in the second quarter. Then he had a couple injuries in the Caldwell game, but he has fought through them. He's up on his feet walking to the sideline now. Hopefully he's all right. Just a sophomore, and he's certainly made an impact offensively this year for the Patriots and played a good bit of defense at times as well.
So Credit will come to the sideline. As Patriots look at 2nd down and 9 from the Chief 46-yard line. Opening drive of the game. They'll fake the handoff. Slant over the middle. Incomplete. Intended for Caden Seals. Nice coverage there by Kevin Harper.
Yeah, Seals
and
just got
Hunter Caldwell is letting a Chief player know he got the better of him on that play.
Well, Seals
got to watch that stuff tonight.
Yeah, definitely
really
do.
Watch that.
Definitely do, because we mentioned all the pregame interaction that West Ouachita's tried to get in the Patriots' head all week, and it's going to continue out there on the field. You can bet with the players chirping in each other's ear.
So 3rd and 9 from the 46 of West Ouachita. Ellis calls for the snap. They'll fake the handoff. Looking for Credit down the near sideline. And it is just out of his hands, out of the reach of the sophomore receiver. And we'll see what Coach Burnett decides to do here. That's 4th and 9 from the 46 of West Ouachita, and 2 plays right there that Franklin Parish would like to have back. 2 throws there.
Yeah, Credit had him beat, Cody, down the sideline. Ellis just a little too much on it there. Probably a couple yards over his head. Yeah,
he bit on the double move. Did have safety help. But, man, if Ellis could have just fit it right in there, it was going to be a big one. Trey Martin will punt it away. Low snap, end over end kick. Everybody getting away from it. Takes a Chiefs bounce across the 25 and down at the 26-yard line, and that's where we'll see the Chiefs on offense first here tonight with 9:23 remaining in the first quarter. No score.
Yeah, so the Chiefs' bell cow, M.J. Owens, on the season, 12 touchdowns. Of course, against Caldwell, had 150 yards and 3 touchdowns, but they use a number of guys to run the football. C.J. Barr's another one with 8 touchdowns on the season, and Sam Ozark also has a lot of rushing touchdowns. Only 3 passing touchdowns on the season for this Chiefs squad. We mentioned 5-0 coming into the game.
It's going to be a lot of options. They're going to run an I-back formation, so you're going to see a lot of different looks out of that as they start here. I-back, 2 receivers to the right. Under center, calls for the snap. We'll hand it off. Nope, they're going to run the option to the right side, does Ozark, and he is tackled after a gain across the 30 to the 31, about 4 yards, make it 2nd and 6.
Cody, I've just read about this team. I haven't actually seen them, but we talked about M.J. Owens leading the team in touchdowns. Well, he's the fullback.
Yeah.
5'9", 230 pounds, and when they call him a bell cow, you can see he packs a punch.
The bruiser. Wish they had handed off to him that time. They had it stacked up at the line. 2nd and 5 officially. Man in motion from right to left. Call for the snap. They'll run it to the halfback. Right side. Break it away. Cuts it back up the field and has a Chief first down up near the 40-yard line.
That's twice, Cody. They tried that right side there, expecting Franklin Parish to key in on that fullback, Owens, in the middle, and they've had success right out of the gate, taking it to the right side on the running game.
So that's Barr on the carry for the Chiefs. It'll be 1st and 10. West Ouachita at their own 40-yard line. I-backs, receiver to each side. Looks like tight end to the right as well. Here's a snap, toss play right side to Barr. Barr tripped up after about 3 on the play, up around the 43. It's 2nd and 7. Host of Patriots in to make that tackle. See number 34, Makai Smart, the sophomore, getting in on that action as well as.
And Cody, want to mention senior linebacker Kenyon Martin out tonight with a little injury. Hopefully be back next week. But filling in for him will be a host of guys. And right now it's Jeremiah Lewis, freshman, 54, who's playing that spot.
So 2nd and 7. Calls for the snap. Handoff up the middle. Gets across the 45 and finally whistles will blow him down at the 47. So it'll be 3rd down and about 3 coming up. Matt, I don't see Carl Williams out there at the moment.
Yeah, didn't hear.
See him on the sideline.
Did
right
not
there.
hear of any other injuries pregame, but you're right. I don't see 2 on the field.
I think he's right here standing at the 47. I think he's been nursing a little bit of a shoulder injury, maybe a stinger this week. Might be on a pitch count tonight.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 3 from the 47. Receiver to each side. Quarterback under center, calls for the snap, handoff right up the middle, and the fullback gets the first down across the 50 into Patriot territory at the 48-yard line. Owens going to be a big body to take down all night, and he gets what he needs there to get the first down.
One thing, Cody, you see in this offense, what you worry about is the Patriot, does this neutralize that outstanding the ends that have been so talented getting off the end and making plays in Bell and Addison because they're so, packing it in the middle. And we may see some guys from offensive line get in the middle out here on defense if they need to.
They're going to run the option coming to the near side. He's got a lot of running room, and he's breaking free down the field. 20-10, touchdown West Ouachita. They hit first here at Patriot Stadium.
That's C.J. Barr, Cody.
48 yards. Go ahead.
48-yard touchdown there, and you can see it right there keying in on that fullback in the middle of the field, and they just pitch it out, and it is wide open. And 54, Lewis, you mentioned that freshman who's filling in somehow was the only person near him to try to catch up, and there was no catching up with C.J. Barr there. 48-yard touchdown run to take the early lead, the Chiefs. And here's the extra point, and it is good. And it is at the field house. That one's a boomer there. It's a 7-0 quick lead here for the Chiefs.
We'll take a break. Patriots going to get the football back. When we come back, you're listening to Patriots Football.
Bobby's Corner at 3860 Front Street invites you to come by and pick up a fresh breakfast or lunch served daily. Take it to go or eat on the patio. Can't drop by to pick it up? Bobby will deliver it to you. Bobby's now has soft serve ice cream. If you're headed out of town, stop by, gas up, grab a slice of Papa Prino's pizza and a drink, and don't forget ice cream. Bobby's Corner has the coldest beer in town. Snacks, cold drinks, and everything fresh. That's our business at Bobby's Corner in Winsboro.
Welcome back to Patriots Football. Chiefs take the lead 7-0. Patriots about to get the football back. The Shelter Insurance kickoff from the 40-yard line is line drive end over end. Going to be taken in by Zay Boley right at the 10-yard line. Boley right up the middle and still trying to get away from tacklers. Finally taken down across the 25 around the 29-yard line, it looks like.
Scoring play drive, 7 plays, 68 yards. Capped off on a 48-yard touchdown run from C.J. Barr. The extra point was good to make it 7-0 Chiefs. 6:10 remaining here in the first quarter. And the Patriots offense back on the field after having to punt first time around. A couple missed opportunities downfield, Cody, and they'll see if they try to capitalize here and notch into this early Chiefs lead.
Ellis will have 3 receivers to the right. Now they move credit to the left side of the formation, and they'll hand it off to DJ Neal. Neal cutting back from going right and gets a good gain up near the 35-yard line. It's going to be about 6 yards on the carry for the freshman DJ Neal, make it 2nd down and 4.
You see Coach Boxley having a come-to-Jesus meeting with his defense down there on the sideline. Try to get things right before they get back on the field.
Patriots go back to the line of scrimmage, 2 receivers to each side. Snap back to Ellis. Ellis will hand it off to Neal. Neal trying to fight away from tacklers and will turn it up the field across the 40-yard line. And we'll have enough for a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down up around the 43, 44-yard line.
The DJ kind of went sideline to sideline for a minute there, and it looked like Asher Thompson got a little bit of his jersey, but Neal broke away, and yard after that initial contact certainly helped.
We got whistles here as West Ouachita is going to have to use their first time out of the half. They had too many men on the field. The guy was trying to get off, but Ellis saw it, and it looked like he was trying to go fast. So a 30-second time here on the Chiefs' first time out.
We'll go to the Winsboro Sports scoreboard where Alexandria takes the early lead over West Monroe 7-0 as they take the open possession down the field and score. Also, Union Parish takes an early 7-0 lead over North Caddo. And here the Patriots trail 7-0 over West Ouachita. We got 5:27 remaining in the first quarter.
Patriots, when they come out of the timeout, they'll have it first down and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Patriots football tonight being brought to you by Sonic of Winsboro, upping their burger game with the all-new Sonic Smasher. Matt, if you hadn't had it yet.
Oh, Benjamin's told me all about it.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
it is good.
The kid eats like a horse. I don't know how he's 80 pounds, but yeah, I'm ready to try it. And burger tater tots. You can never go wrong with that. Never at Sonic.
Sonic in Winsboro. Live free, eat Sonic. Out of the timeout here. Brought to you by Versatile Land Services. It's first down and 10. Patriots at their own 44-yard line. Ellis in the shotgun. Trips to the left. Snap back. They'll hand it off left side to DJ Neal. Neal bouncing it to the outside across midfield. Breaking another tackler. And getting down inside the 40-yard line. They're going to mark him out at the 36. It's a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down for DJ Neal. And that play, that RPO action, may work all night long.
Well, and the deception on that play is what's so great, Cody, is that, Ellis waits to the very last second to let Neal go ahead and take it, because we know if he keeps it, Ellis can run it up the middle there for a huge gain too. Great job by both quarterback, running back, and offensive line.
They empty the backfield here. Ellis looking to pass, looking. Now running up into the pocket. Will throw it on the run. Catch made by Malik Credit. And Credit will be stopped and tackled around the 30-yard line. Another good gain here. It's going to be a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 coming up. Actually, we'll call it, 2nd and 4. Gain of 6 there for Malik Credit. His second reception of the night, rather. Patriots moving the football. 2nd and 4 from the Chief 30. Snap back. Ellis will keep it. Going to the left side. Ellis with a blocker in front. That's Addison, and he's going to get a yard more than needed for another Waller Singer Chevrolet first down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for Matthew Lee, looked like he grabbed that lighter shoe of Ellis, right, the last shoestring tackle to bring him down. But good vision there by the quarterback, just getting the yards he needed, moving the chains, and taking up some time off the clock, getting settled in. The offense is they've been down before early in the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 25. Snap back, handoff up the middle to DJ Neal. Neal trying to bob and weave his way forward, and will get inside the 25 down around the 22-yard line.
You can see Neal checking out, and Trey Martin, dynamic player on the defensive side of the ball, and we've seen him. He can run the football too. He'll be doing duties tonight also in backup running back. A lot of situations they'll use him, and he's in for the first time of the night at running back.
After a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd down and 7, and DJ Neal been the workhorse so far here on this drive for the Patriots. He checks out. Credit now in motion. They'll hand it off. They're going to fake it. Right up the gut is Ellis. Ellis finding the first down marker and more. It's a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down now in the White Ford red zone at the 12-yard line.
Well, they stacked that side of the field, and you had, another player even in motion. So you're really expecting Malik Credit to get the handoff there, but good read by Ellis and another first down for the Patriots.
Ball at the 12, first down and 10. Ellis calls for the snap, hands it off. Trey Martin, right side. Trey cuts it back up. He's down around the 5-yard line, still driving his way, and he is stopped short of the goal line at the 1.
Wow.
But Trey Martin would not be denied of what he thought was rightfully his. Patriots will go quick back to the line of scrimmage. I say give it to him again.
Yeah. I mean, he was pushing them forward at 5-6 yards.
Snap, handoff to Trey, and Trey fumbled the football. He put the ball on the turf, and Chiefs think they have it. Nope. It's going to be Franklin Parish football.
Boy, that was a lucky one there,
close.
Cody. That was lucky.
Almost made me bite my words.
Well, he's fighting into the end zone, but he, with one hand, tries to put the ball over the goal line, and you can see it pop out there.
So 2nd and goal. Loss of a yard back to the 2. Hard snap count. Ellis and company will look to the sideline for the call. Calls for the snap. Will hand it off. DJ Neal. Neal into the end zone for a 2-yard TD run. DJ Neal gives Franklin Parish their first State Farm touchdown of the night.
Running right behind Big True Callaway. And, of course, Ty Williamson there in the middle. And the freshman gets his 6th TD of his season. And the Patriots with a nice offensive drive there. Responding after West Ouachita takes the early lead. And now the swinging gate, Cody.
Yeah, they've taken a page out of the Ouachita line playbook.
Saw that quite a bit.
Yeah, Ellis is still on the field. Calls for the snap. Will run the option to Credit. Credit's in. 2-point conversion's good. Patriots take the lead with 2:33 remaining here in the first quarter. It's Patriots 8, Chiefs 7. You're listening to Patriots football.
Accidents can happen at any moment. It's better to be covered than out in the cold. And at Quave Insurance, we strive to provide you with detailed information of how we can save you money on any type of insurance coverage that you need, offering coverage for auto, homeowners, farm and ranch, business, life, and more. Receive discounts for your auto and home insurance. Call for a quote today at 318-435-5643 or stop by with 2 locations to serve you in Winsboro and Delhi. Quave Insurance, serving Winsboro and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. The agency where service is first.
Welcome back to Patriots Stadium. Matt, Franklin Parish takes the lead 8-7.
Yeah, you got it like this. 8 plays, 72 yards for the Patriots on that offensive possession, 1-yard run from DJ Neal to put it in the end zone, and a 2-point conversion there on the swinging gate. Ellis flips it over to Credit. He gets in to make it 8-7. Franklin Parish leading West Ouachita. 2:33 remaining in the first quarter.
Shelter Insurance kickoff will come off the foot of Chris Addison. He's got it teed up at the 40.
So here we go. Let's see if there's some improvement from a week ago, and that one's out of bounds.
Yep. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. And those of you that have watched the games and listened to the games, you're wondering, how does Franklin Parish kick to that electric kickoff return man for Ouachita 2 times in a row, especially after he already kicked the touchdown? Well, they wanted to kick it out of bounds. They didn't get out of bounds on that second one, and it, of course, made them pay for it. So right there, getting it done, kicking it out of bounds, and West Ouachita will start this offensive drive from the 35. Or I think that's where they're.
Yeah, 35.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They just get to pick which hash they want to start on. Start in the middle, right, left.
So we'll
they choose left.
Choose left, and we'll see if the Patriot defense made some adjustments after West Ouachita ran it at will on them the first time around.
1st and 10 from their own 35 for the Chiefs. Snap and handoff right up. Nope, it's going to be an option. They toss it out. He's got a lot of running room across the right side into Patriot territory, and finally forced out of bounds by Zay Boley.
Boy.
At the 43-yard line.
And the Patriots all year, the defense has been so aggressive, so much speed and physicality, but right now that's kind of working against them, Cody, as they're keying in on that initial fullback, but it's given some wide open spaces out there for the quarterback to tuck it, flip it out to him, pick up huge swaths of yards as they're across midfield here, first down.
High formation, 2 receivers left. Calls for the snap. We'll run the option near side now, and he is wrapped up and taken down by Addison. No chance on the option there. He gets about 3 down to the 40, though. It's going to be 2nd down and 7, but that time a great open field tackle by Chris Addison.
Yeah, the quarterback Sam Ozark there. We had, his another back out there he could flip it to, chose to keep it, and Big 7 wraps him up. It's like about a 3 to 4 yard gain there on first down, but slows them down just a little bit because it's been going pretty good for the offense for the Chiefs so far.
They bring an extra tight end, a tight end to each side with a receiver to the right. I formation, calls for the snap, handoff right up the middle to the fullback. Fullback driving his way forward, carrying Patriot defenders with him. He's got enough for a first down to the 32-yard line, and now here comes Drew Calloway, Hunter Caldwell onto the field.
Well, we mentioned we might see this having some little more meat in the middle of that defensive line, specifically for that big fullback. Owens, 200, listed 230. There's no way that's right. He's got to be a few more cheeseburgers than that.
Still haven't seen Carl Williams here in this ball game so far, dealing with that shoulder injury. They'll snap it. They'll run the option to the near side, toss it out to him, and the running back will be run out of bounds by Trey Martin down around the 21-yard line, and it will be enough for a West Ouachita first down.
And you can see, this team, West Ouachita, averages 36 points a game, and you can see they're very good at this option game, Cody, because it's not easy to make that right read and have a good pitch afterwards, right? And so far, it's been flawless in their first 2 possessions, running the option.
So 1st and 10, Chiefs. Tight end to each side. They'll snap it. They'll run the toss play to the right side. It got a little bit of running room. Addison will wrap him up after a gain of about 5 down to the 16-yard line. 2nd down and 5 coming up. Franklin Parish leading at 8-7 with under a minute now to play. 50 seconds in the first quarter.
Trying to rack my brain, Cody. Don't remember seeing an offense like this in recent memory. Patriots have had to defend. It's old school.
Yep.
Of course, West Ouachita hasn't changed that in a long time.
2nd and 5.
Maybe north of a million. Maybe. A little bit like this, yeah.
Handoff, and they run the option, rather, to the right side. He's upended. First hit by Spradling, and then, Avery Johnson comes in to clean it up. It's going to be 3rd down and short, 3rd and about 3.
So, interesting tidbit you picked up on with Carl being out. Of course, the leading tackler for this Patriot, heart and soul, one of the few seniors on this team, Cody. you're missing 30 tackles, 15 for a loss. It's certainly something you're going to have to try to game plan around how you're going to make up for that as it looks like the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, they may probably see how this game shakes out. If he is, in fact, on a pitch count, you kind of want him in on the biggest moments of the game, right?
That's
maybe late in the game, so we'll see how that goes. It is the end of the first quarter, 8-7, Franklin Parish leading West Ouachita. When we come back, Ouachita with the football in a 3rd and 3. You're listening to Patriots Football.
Versatile Land Service LLC can take care of whatever your land needs may be. Call them today for a free in-person estimate. From mulching and underbrushing to bush hogging, from drainage to demolition, from stump removal to emergency storm cleanup, from driveways to house pads. Whatever your land needs may be, call them today. And with hunting season approaching, let Versatile Land Service LLC get that hunting property in shape before the season begins. Call for an estimate today, 318-680-4991. Licensed and insured. Versatile Land Service, LLC.
Welcome back to Patriots Football. Start of the second quarter here at Patriots Stadium. Franklin Parish with an 8-7 lead. Cody Maroney with Matt Reynolds inside the Franklin State Bank broadcast booth as West Ouachita has the football. 3rd down and 3 from the 14-yard line of Franklin Parish. It's a big one here.
Yep.
Ozark will go under center. Tight end to each side, receiver to the right, I-backs, they hand off. Nope, it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Ozark keeps it across the left side, and he's got enough for a first down to the 10. So it'll be 1st and goal. If you're confused watching it on the YouTube live stream tonight, you're not the only one. You get faked out on the live stream.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's going to happen all night. That's part of the deception, is a big part of the success of the running game West Ouachita's had all season long.
A 1st down and goal from the 10. Ozark under center. Will snap it, toss play left side, and he slips and falls after a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards down to the 8. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. Running back C.J. Barr.
So, Cody, we have 3 of the starting O-linemen on the defensive line right now in Drew Calloway, Cam Plater, and Hunter Caldwell. Try to alleviate some of that. At least the fullback's not going to beat you, right?
That's right. It's the goal. A lot of speed on the outside for this Patriots team. 2nd and goal from the 8. Ozark will run it up the middle with the fullback. He's wrapped up and taken down at the 5-yard line, and that is going to be Cam Plater, who wraps him up and takes him down.
I was talking with Coach Collins this spring, and he said he was the most improved player he thought on the team. Unfortunately, he suffered an injury in the spring, really just got well around the first of the season, and he's just been such a leader in that tackle position on the O-line, and right there you can see he's another one of these junior monsters out there, Cody. He's towering at 6'5". Makes a big stop there for the Patriot defense.
So it's going to be 3rd down and goal from the 5-yard line. Third and goal from the 5. Tight end to each side. They bring another blocker in. They're going to run it to the left side, and he is in for the score. Ozark gets it from 5 yards out, and West Ouachita regains the lead. And that time, looked for a second like it might have been a busted play.
Yeah, and Ozark just climbs over his fullback there. March it in from 5 yards away, and now West Ouachita setting up to kick the extra point.
There's a snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is no good. No good. So score is 13-8, 9:57 remaining here in the second quarter. Patriots football will continue in a moment.
It feels good to buy local. Whether you're supporting Franklin Parish's small businesses, family-owned restaurants, or Farm Bureau Insurance, There's a local agent like me in every parish, and my small business is dedicated to helping you protect what's important to you and your family. I'm Christy McManus. Call me at 435-9745 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote, and to learn more about how Farm Bureau Insurance can save you time and money. That's Christy McManus at 435-9745.
Welcome back to Patriots football as West Ouachita regains the lead over Franklin Parish 13-8 with 9:57 remaining here in the second quarter.
Yes, 10 plays, Cody, 75 yards, 5-yard run by Ozark. Kick was no good, 13-8. Now West Ouachita in the lead.
Shelter Insurance kickoff is booted away. Line drive end over end, taken in at the 15 by Zay Boley. Zay Boley right back up the middle, breaking it to the outside. And wrapped up across the 30-yard line. Around the 32 is where they'll finally get him down. And out comes this Patriot offense on the last drive. Franklin Parish, a methodical drive down the field, led by freshman DJ Neal.
Yeah, DJ Neal, you look back, there was 8 plays, and he carried the ball on 5 of those. Of course, a couple of first down pickups for the freshman, and ultimately that 1-yard touchdown run. And Zarian Ellis picked a couple yards up on his legs, but didn't test it too much through the air like they did the first time around.
Seems like so far West Ouachita has tried, as we'll get to that after this play. It's a designed quarterback keeper to the left side. Ellis making men miss, but he faked out the head referee as well, but he slips and loses yards back inside the 30 to around the 28-yard line. But it looks like they have gone into this game, West Ouachita's defense, is of trying to take one out of it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, you can't blame them. And it's good, but it's early. You just give one a lot of time, and Coach Burnett and Coach Sherrard on that offense, they're going to figure out a way to eat at this defense eventually.
They go empty backfield here on 2nd and 14. Ellis drops back to pass, looking, throws near sideline. Catch made by Chauncey White, and White is going to be out of bounds up near first down yardage, and he's going to have it up at the 43-yard line. It's a Waller-Singer Chevrolet first down, and that time the coverage just completely backed off of the wide receivers.
Yeah.
And
it's so hard when we're watching that play this year for me not to say Javion. It just pops in my head. He made so many catches like that in the number 4 jersey, but little brother got that one.
Man in motion, that's DJ Neal, and Ellis is going to keep it across the right side. Ellis fighting for extra yardage, gets up around the 45, a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8 coming up.
Pretty impressed so far with West Ouachita's sideline-to-sideline speed, because that's been something that, Franklin Parish has been able to exploit on a few teams this season, but doing a good job keeping one in front of them, like you said, and not a lot of room to get to those sidelines.
2nd and 8 at the 45 of Franklin Parish. 2 receivers to each side. Ellis in the shotgun calls for the snap. They will hand it off to DJ Neal. Neal following blockers, trying to get to the outside. He's got a little bit of room up near midfield. Great blocking there here for DJ Neal, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 3 coming up for the Patriots. It looked like for a second there DJ was about to break it loose.
Yeah, and you said great blocking, and that was Marzell, the sophomore, 55, the left tackle. Key block to give DJ Neal a little bit more room to pick up some more yards.
3rd and 3. Ellis will roll to the right. Looking, will throw it on the run. He's got Chauncey White wide open, who makes the catch, makes a man miss inside the 10, breaks another tackle, and gets bumped out of bounds inside the 5 around the 2-yard line. Ellis could have tucked it and run. He had Credit wide open in the flat. He had Chauncey White wide open down the sideline, and that's where he went.
Well, yeah, Cody, when you look at the play, I'm looking at Ellis, and I'm saying, well, he's going to tuck this one and run. And then he throws it, and then you look downfield. Oh, it's wide open, number 4. Puts it right on the money. Good yards after catch by Chauncey, too.
Waller-Singer first down as they handoff. It's up the middle. Gets down to around the 1-yard line. Yeah, real close for DJ Neal. It's going to be 2nd and goal for the Patriots as they are back inside the White Ford red zone, and now they bring the big guys in. Tavon Bell, Chris Addison will check into the game. Jones and Seals will come out. Credit and White will stay in at receiver. We'll see what Franklin Parish does here on the
Very
second
large
goal from the one.
package.
Yep. 7:06 remaining second quarter. Here's the snap. They hand it off up the middle to Neal. Neal has his second TD run of the night. This one of 1 yard. It's another State Farm touchdown for Franklin Parish, and they have the lead back at 14-13.
Well, yeah, you can see that Coach Burnett's just feeling this Chiefs defense out and finding some things there really on that quarterback option, giving Ellis, the chance to hand the ball off, run the ball, or look downfield, and that's what set up that play. That big gain through the air to Chauncey White and DJ Neal with his second TD, the freshman of the night. The Patriots regain the lead, Cody.
They'll set up for the well-shaded tent, 2-point conversion attempt as Ellis will drop back to pass, throws it in the back of the end zone. Addison head tops him for the 2-point conversion. It is 16-13 Patriots, 7:01 remaining here in the second quarter. You're listening to Patriots football.
Buying my automobile with White Ford has been a pleasure. They always treat me professional.
Whether it be the salesman or the service department, they're always ready to help.
It's the service part that keeps you coming back.
They've always been fair on price. I mean, that's a good thing. It's nice to walk in a dealership where you can see smiling faces and you feel welcome.
I have recommended to many of my friends to buy from White Ford.
We give them an idea of what we want, and they always come through with what we were looking for.
Our overall experience at White Ford has been great. We wouldn't trade it for anything.
Welcome back to Patriot Stadium as Franklin Parish regains the lead 16-13, Matt.
Yeah, with 7 plays, 69 yards, 1 yard run by Neal, his second of the game. 2-point catch there by Addison from Ellis, 16-13. FP with the lead.
Shelter Insurance kickoff is going to go out of bounds into the track area near side, and that's going to be really good field position for West Ouachita.
Quite as good as the first one.
Yeah, they'll get it right where it went out of bounds. They're saying midfield.
Yeah, it looks like the official's saying on the 50-yard line, or right about it.
Coach Enfinger comes out and says, yeah, kick it that way, though. Don't give them more yards.
A little bit more past the 50 before it goes out of bounds.
They're going to mark it at the Patriot 46, so really short field here for the Chiefs. Best starting field position of the night. 2 drives for the Chiefs and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, running game's been really solid so far. The option attack, very deceptive.
Ozark under center. Calls for the snap. Will hand it off. Not, he's going to keep it across the left side. And will be tackled inside the 45, around the 44. Gain of a couple, make it 2nd and 8 for the Chiefs.
Dalen Credit coming in for the tackle there on Ozark for Franklin Parish.
Something I hate about this type of offense is when we're trying to call the game in the booth.
Yeah,
there's so many bodies around the ball. You don't really know where it's at.
It's a ton. You don't really know who got the tackle. You just gotta have to judge their body language, right? How they get up after the play.
2nd and 8 from the Patriot 44. Ozark under center. Well, toss it left side of the running back, and he is hit right at the line of scrimmage, and they're going to give him a yard on the play, but that is a great job by the Patriots defense to get a hand on him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage, and the rest of the bunch coming in to clean up.
Yeah, it looked like Tavon Bell got a big paw on him and kind of slowed him down, and then number 42, who I've not seen this year.
It's going to be Davis, sophomore.
Eric Davis gets in with an assist on that tackle, Patriots. So a few new names tonight on this defense. Is there a couple of starters nursing some injuries. But big third down here, Cody.
So 3rd down and 7 from the Patriot 43. They got to get to the 36. Snap back. They're going to throw it for the first time. Looking. Now we'll tuck it and run. Throws it, and it's nearly caught and intercepted. Addison Spradling was trying to dive and make a great interception. It did hit right in the breadbasket of the receiver.
I think
it's incomplete.
Gavin Yeager was who he was targeting. Ozark was targeting, and you're right. Spradling smelled blood in the water right there, Cody. Went for the pick, and I think it kind of confused Yeager almost because it didn't touch Spradling's hands. Hits him in the breadbasket, like you said, incompletion, and here's the punt team for the first time of the night for the Chiefs.
Now, you know the Chiefs pretty good special teams group of kickers, so no
Always
return man back deep. Here comes the rush. It is end over end. It is going to bounce and check up inside the 5. My goodness, what a punt. Stopped at the 2-yard line.
Phil Mickelson L-wedge is what they call that one. Had some back juice on that one.
Patriots football tonight being brought to you by Franklin State Bank. And they've been providing financial services to Winsboro and surrounding areas since 1908. Experience a full range of banking products, responsive service, fast loan decisions, and a banking relationship to last a lifetime. Franklin State Bank, service-oriented, community-driven, member FDIC.
Real quick, Winsboro Sports scoreboard scoring update. 14-0 Mangum up on Faraday in a big ball game down there. Neville leads 21-7 over Pineville, 14-7 Ash over West Monroe. Franklin Parish winning 16-13 here in the second quarter over West Ouachita.
It's 1st and 10 for the Patriots. They move the ball up to the 6-yard line. Ellis going to keep it across the right side. Ellis with a first down the far sideline across the 25. They'll mark him down at the 26-yard line. It's a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down for number 1. I'm not sure what the call was, why they got it at the 6-yard line. Yeah, because it may have been a flag that I didn't see.
Yeah, it had to have been a 5-yard penalty. It was inside the 1 where the ball stopped.
Yeah. Here's a snap. They'll hand it off up the middle to Neal. Neal trying to find a little bit of running room. Will be tackled up around the 27, 28-yard line. It's going to be second down, and we'll call it 6. So they give him the 29-yard line. Second down and 6, Patriots. They lead it by 3, 16-13, 4:45 remaining. They motion Neal out. Ellis back to pass. Ellis throws it over the middle. It's incomplete, intended for Malik Credit. And it will be 3rd down and 6 coming up.
Hunter Caldwell just absolutely mauled that defensive tackle. You're going to know it after, physically you're going to know it after Caldwell gets on you, and you're going to know it because you're going to hear him. This offensive line is just light years ahead of where they were a year ago.
He's going to let you know.
Yeah.
Same formation, same thing. They motion Neal out. Ellis looking to pass. Here comes the rush. Ellis with a flag down.
Going to be a hold.
We'll find the first down, but we'll check the flag. He's out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
Well, you would think in that area it's probably coming back, but
Patriots are walking back to where the original line of scrimmage was. It's like he's talking with Drew Calloway. And it is a hold against Franklin Parish. So that'll back them up. And they'll have to do it again. 3rd down and now 16.
Franklin Parish faced a number of these 3rd and long situations a week ago. Cody, you think back to that 2nd and 3rd quarter, it was a number of times they were 3rd and 16, 3rd and 17 throughout that game. So not unfamiliar territory for the Pats offense.
2 receivers to each side. Ellis looking to pass, will come to the near side, being chased. Will throw it on the run for Malik Credit, and he nearly comes down with it, but another flag comes flying in. It's going to be an ineligible man downfield.
Yep.
That's what they're going to call it, and this one will be declined, and the Patriots will have to send out the punt team.
So Trey Martin already won punt tonight. This one a little bit testier as you're going to be back punting from inside probably the 15, around the 10. Of course, got to make sure you protect that punter, as we saw last week around this this part of the field. The special teams struggled a bit, so it's an important play here. It looks like Drew Calloway out punting this time around. And I want to mention David Stevens. He did tell me before the game that on the long punt situations, Drew would probably be out there tonight, and sure enough, he is.
Stands at his own 5. Here's the snap. Callaway will punt it away, and it's a nice one. Angled toward the near side. Takes a Patriot bounce. Takes another Patriot bounce.
Good punt.
And will be downed at the 41-yard line. So, yeah, at least she flopped the field position just a bit. And will force West Ouachita to start their drive from inside their own territory. Patriots football tonight brought to you by White Ford. Stop by and find out why service is our business since 1957. Got to say a special shout out to Walter G tonight.
Walter G, he's got a long time connection with the Kmart studios, don't he?
Right, man.
Back in the day.
That's right.
Doing the shows with us on the Thursday shows that we used to hit up. Good to hear him. So the Patriot defense, after handling this option attack last time around, will go back at it here.
1st and 10, Chiefs at their own 41-yard line. Ozark under center. Ozark will run the option to the left side, and he will be wrapped up after a gain of a few up to the 44-yard line. 2nd and 7 coming up for West Ouachita. Franklin Parish, of course, like you said at the beginning, top of the broadcast, they don't see this type of offense a whole lot. It's going to take a little bit to try to get used to trying to read all of these option plays and the way it's designed.
And you're missing your two starting linebackers.
Yeah.
One being your leading tackler, your other a senior who's played a lot of football on that defensive side the past 2 years.
2nd and 7, snap, toss play coming near side, and he is hit by Addison Spradling but is not able to take him down. He continues forward to around the 49 of Franklin Parish. Well, it will be enough for a Chief first down. Clock stops with 3:13 to play here in the second quarter as they move the chains.
It's crazy to say, 3:13 to play in the second quarter. It's not even 10 minutes till 8 o'clock, where, of course, both teams have put together long drives here in the first half, and it has really drained the clock. But that's West Ouachita's bread and butter.
Yeah, versatile land services timeouts, the second one of the half for West Ouachita as they'll take their second timeout.
We'll go to the Winsboro Sports scoreboard, 14-0. Mangum with a second quarter lead over Faraday. Carroll leads North Webster 6-0 early. Bastrop 7, Green Oak 6. Neville with a 21-7 lead over Pineville in the second quarter. Ouachita Christian 13, Delhi Charter 7. Ash with a 14-7 lead over West Monroe. 8-6. I just heard Ouachita scored the kick returner from last week.
Waddell
Clark just scored on a kickoff return.
Well, there you go.
8-6. So
we're not the only ones with those problems.
That's right.
With Waddell Clark.
So Ruston with a small lead over Ouachita Parish. Bunkie 19-0 over Caldwell in the second quarter. Union 42-0 in the second quarter over North Caddo. Taking out some frustrations there. Sterlington 7-0 over Richwood. And here, Franklin Parish leads West Ouachita 16-13. 3:03 to go in the first half.
Patriots football tonight brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Being a good neighbor is about more than just being there when things go wrong. It's also about being there when things go perfectly right, with a passion for serving customers and giving back in our communities. Like a good neighbor, Diane Roten, State Farm, are there for you. It's 1st and 10. Chiefs coming out of the timeout at the Patriot 49-yard line. Ozark under center with Owens and Barr behind him. Man in motion. They're going to fake it, and he's going to trip and fall. I'm not sure. He might have tripped over the feet of a lineman or the running back is Ozark. He's going to lose yards back into West Ouachita territory. A loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, well, he tripped because big C.J. Jones was pushing his center into him, and you had it looked like Tavon Bell coming in on the backside. So a great read there, great play by the defense.
So 2nd and 12. Calls for the snap, toss play coming near side. He's hit and wrapped up back across midfield into Patriot territory, down around the 46-yard line. A little post-play pushing and shoving going on. It's going to bring up 3rd down. And about 7 for the Chiefs as they take their 3rd and final timeout here in the first half. It's a Versatile Land Services timeout with 2:15 remaining here in the second quarter. I want to remind you, coming up at the half, the WSB halftime report is on the way. We'll have scoring drives, statistics from the first half, and much more, plus a look at the Winsboro Sports scoreboard at halftime, brought to you by WSB. It's here on a Friday night from Patriot Stadium. It's a beautiful Friday night. A cool, nice Friday night here.
I was telling my kids every morning as we got to school, one being your son, I see him first hour every morning. Finally feels like football weather when you get to the school grounds in the morning. Love this time of year. And just a great football weekend ahead of us. Just got a great second half in store for us here. But, wow, what a college football slate tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if it can get any wilder than last weekend. But
well, no, it can't get any wilder. I'm sure.
You just swore that it was Friday the 13th last weekend when they played. But
hope you don't have bad week to be a coach in Tuscaloosa for sure.
Oh, yeah. Here's a shotgun formation for the first time tonight. 3rd down and 7. Ozark going to roll out, looking to pass, looking, throws it on the run. It's incomplete through the hands of the intended receiver, and he had him wide open. Dylan Robb, a sophomore tight end. And it's going to bring up 4th down, and out comes the punting team. So after West Ouachita scored on their first 2 drives, Patriots had to punt on their first, but scoring on the next 2, the scoring has kind of ceased here in the second quarter.
And that's that last play is exactly what you want if you're Coach Boxley and this Patriot defense. Through the past 2 possessions, you're able to, kind of stymie that running game that was giving you so much trouble in the first quarter, force them to throw the football, and right there they forced Ozark to throw it on the run. On the opposite side of the field, he's trying to throw with his right hand. He threw a pretty good ball, though, and his tight end couldn't come up with it. But, make him beat you.
Here comes the rush. Ooh. Nobody back deep. It is going to hit inside the 10, check up right at the 10-yard line and be down at the 12 with 2 minutes straight up remaining here in the second quarter. And Franklin Parish with a complimentary 3 timeouts here.
Yeah, Cody, as you can see on the replay here, Azaboli was a whisker away from blocking that punt. But we thought, though, we wouldn't see any punt returns this week because something the Patriots have struggled with, just fielding the punt returns on the year. And, just get the ball in Desiree Ellis's hand, and however you can do that, right?
Well, here it'd be nice to go 88 yards and extend this lead right here before the half. 16-13 our score right now. Patriots with it from their own 12. They'll hand it off up the middle. DJ Neal, big hole. DJ Neal across the 20, across the 25, and past the 30 before being taken down at the 32-yard line. Clock will stop while they move the chains. Patriots will move quick here. Nice run there from the freshman.
Yeah, great job up front, too, by the offensive line, just parting the sea for the freshman who takes advantage of it. Move the chains. Quick work here for the offense.
Snap back to Ellis. Ellis dropped the football. We'll try to get something out of it. Flag comes in, and he'll lose yardage. Back inside the 30, around the 26-yard line. We'll stop the clock while we check the flag, but that time looked like it was going to be a run to Ellis to Neal across the right side, but Ellis bobbled the snap.
Yeah, and it's 1:30 now remaining here in the half as we wait on the penalty.
It is going to be against Franklin Parish. They're checking with West Ouachita to see if he wants to accept the penalty.
Of course, I think if you're West Ouachita, you do accept it. It gives you one less down. And he does.
Well, they're going to accept it. They do get to replay the down.
Oh, it's a replay. Okay, yeah. So it works out.
I'm not sure I wouldn't have declined it. He lost 7 yards on the play. I mean,
well, what you're thinking, what you saw on film last week, that really don't matter.
Yeah. So, that 1st and 20 really don't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
At least it's one less down to play with. Zarin Jones in motion. Here's a snap. They'll fake the handoff. Looking, throws it. And it is caught by Malik Credit, and a flag comes flying in.
He got popped, Cody.
Yeah, he did.
He caught it, though. Wow. And that is the second time this year that exact thing has happened to Malik Credit. He's up.
Yeah, he'll go to the sideline.
Did a flag come out?
Yeah, flag came out. 2 flags, actually. One sitting back at the line of scrimmage, which looks to be a hold, and then, of course, another one on the
replay there. It was a dart by Ellis. I mean, he normally has a little bit of arc on his throws. That one was on a straight line rope right into the hands, but unfortunately that safety was waiting right for him, but he hit him high, it looked like. I don't know how Malik held on the ball.
I'm not sure what he called. It was an offensive penalty against Franklin Parish, but I'm not sure what the call was.
Well, it came out right around where Malik caught the ball, but you're right, it's going to be against Franklin Parish.
It's offsetting penalties. They'll just redo the first down. We'll stand here 1st and 20 from about the 22-yard line with 1:13 remaining.
Somebody get some smelling salts down to 8 down there.
Man.
That will clear your sinuses. He's such a tough player, just a sophomore.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ellis in the shotgun, calls for the snap, will fake the handoff, running the double move, looking for Chauncey White, and he overthrows him at the 40-yard line.
Chauncey just eventually got past the coverage there, but the ball, unfortunately, Cody, a couple times tonight, Ellis just a little too much on the power. Now they're going to bring up, so just 2nd down right now. So it's been 5 plays, but just 2nd down and 20 for the Patriots here with 1:07 remaining here in the first half. Patriots leading 16-13.
2nd and 20 from the 22. Ellis calls for the snap, drops back to pass, looking, throwing near side. The catch made by Chauncey White, and he steps out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 for the Patriots as the clock does stop because he stepped out of bounds. Patriots still have all 3 of their timeouts left with 1:02 left on the clock here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, I like that call there. Just, 12-yard pickup, much more attainable 3rd down, 13-yard pickup there. Chauncey White. And Coach Burnett will dial up the play for Ellis, who was the king of 3rd down there in that second half a week ago.
3rd and 8. Ellis will roll to the right, looking, throws on the run, and just drops it into Chauncey White at midfield for a Waller Singer Chevrolet 1st down.
Yeah,
man, dropped it in like rain.
The placement on it, he makes it look so easy. We get spoiled. We've been able to see Desiree Ellis the past couple of years, but you really take for granted how much control he has over his passes this season. Because, you think back a year ago, those type of passes kind of struggled a little bit with those. Right there just makes it look easy, drops it in his hands.
1st and 10 at midfield. We'll swing it out near side. Catch made by Addison. He breaks the tackle. He's inside the 45 and down around the 42-yard line. The clock will stop as Coach Burnett will take a Versatile Land Services timeout. 2 remaining for the Patriots as it stops the clock with 44 ticks left on the clock and a 3-point Patriot lead, 16-13 here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, Cody, we'll go to the Winsboro Sports scoreboard. Tied up at halftime, 14-14 between West Monroe and Ash. Good ball game there, 42-0 Union over North Caddo, 14-0 Mangum still with a 2-touchdown lead over Faraday. 21-10 Neville over Pineville. 8-6 Ruston over Ouachita. That's a 2nd quarter score. And Sterlington with a 7-0 lead at half over Richwood. District ball game, Tioga and Wassman tied at 7 in the 2nd quarter. And here it is 16-13 Patriots over West Ouachita. 44 seconds remaining as the Patriots trying to add on to their lead before the halftime horn blows here at Patriot Stadium.
Well, looking at a 2nd down and 8 from the Chief 42-yard line. Ellis will have White, and it looks like Jones to the right, Seals to the left. DJ Neal is the running back. He brings White in motion. Drops back to pass, looking. Will throw it down the middle of the field, and it's incomplete, just out of Chauncey White's reach. And I think on that one right there, Matt, I would have rather him put a little more steam on that one because he put a little too much touch on it. And he put too much touch on it, and it kind of sailed on him there. If he would have threw it like a laser down the field, he could have hit Chauncey White in stride. It would have given him a better opportunity.
Cody, how much has Chauncey improved this year? I mean, he is such a better receiver just in 6 games. I mean, he's really coming into his own saying, watch out, big brother, I can play too.
Clock stops 37. Here's the 3rd down play. Handed off to DJ Neal. Neal finding a little running room down inside the 35. The clock will stop as Coach Burnett is telling everybody to hurry back to the line. Clock stops, 31 seconds remaining. They will clock it. And now whistles will stop the clock. They're going to stop the play. Oh, okay. They let him clock it, but then immediately stopped it because looks like a defensive lineman for the Chiefs lost his shoe.
Yeah.
Just tried to throw it to the sideline and keep playing.
Just Just as long as it's not the Gainesville shoe. Don't throw it downfield.
No, don't throw it downfield.
You think that guy ever's going to live that down?
No.
Of course, the Patriots, 25 seconds to work with here, Cody. Is this the last timeout? If they just
No, so they clocked it, so they still have two timeouts left.
So
Coach Burnett is working up a 2-minute drive here in the second quarter, right before half.
So you think maybe try to pick up a little 10, 15 yards here, and then you got a shot at the end zone?
Yep. Empty backfield here on 1st down and 10. Back to pass is Ellis. Ellis slings it across to Chauncey White. White will make the catch at the 20. They'll clock it again. Clock stops. 19 ticks left on the clock. Everybody set. He clocks it, and the clock stops with 16 seconds left. Looking to get some shots, but still wants to hold on to a couple of timeouts here.
You never know, do you?
Malik Credit is back in the game.
That's great to see. I still don't know how he held on to that football. Of course, I think he's been on the brunt of the worst hits we've seen this year, and he's still involved in every game.
Started in week 1 on a punt return.
Yeah, it did.
They bring Credit in motion here on 2nd down and 10. Ellis back to pass, looking. Will be flushed out to the near side, and will just run out of bounds to stop the clock. With 9 seconds remaining, I think you got maybe 2 shots here if you get it out quick. And I would assume West Ouachita is going to back everybody up and just try to keep everything in front. If you get it close enough, though, Drew Calloway, little field goal action.
Yeah, well, that's what I was about to say. There's no disrespect to anyone, but you don't think of Franklin Parish as a field goal team this season because, you have just regular football players doing kicking, trying to figure it out. But you never know. I mean, Drew certainly can punch one through from 30, if you need him to.
Yeah.
I know you want to get in that end zone.
It's 3rd down and 16. Bring White in motion. Snap back to Ellis. Looking. We'll run it up the middle. Trying to find some running room. Still on his feet. And we'll go out of bounds with 2 seconds left on the clock. Now 1 second left on the clock. So we got 1 shot to the end zone here.
Yeah, and I think what you're going to see here, Cody, number 7 going to come into the game. It seems like that part of the field where you want to get him maybe outside and throw towards that pylon, or maybe try to look for one of your crossing receivers midfield.
Timeout is going to be taken by West Ouachita. It's their final of the half with the tick left on the clock, 16-13. We got the WSB halftime report coming up. Franklin Parish is going to try to tack on some more points here before the half. Patriots football tonight being brought to you by Progressive Bank. Stay connected through their suite of digital banking services. Progressive Bank Mobile check deposit, online banking, and more at Progressive Bank, helping people achieve their dreams. And once again, here at halftime, our friend Callie Shaw helping us out here.
Well, if Callie was around every day, Cody, you'd be wheeling me up to this press box. I tell you, she takes care of us every home game and every day.
Yeah,
I was just fixing to say. One of our coworkers, we really appreciate Callie and everybody down there taking care of us, keeping us fed as we're up here in the box for a good 3.5 hours every Friday night, and this certainly gives us a little extra momentum in the second half. Thanks again, Callie.
Absolutely. Callie's one of the greats. It is 1 second on the clock, 16-13. Patriots lead with 1 play here. As they motion, DJ Neal out. Back to pass is Ellis. Ellis will throw a jump ball to the back of the end zone. It's caught! It's caught for the touchdown! Chris Addison goes up and gets it, and the Patriots will extend their lead here before the half, leading it 22-13.
Well, I thought that might be a play you call there, right? When I said bring Big 7 in and throw the pylon, we've seen it. Them try it 4 times this year. They've been successful 3 of those times, and Chris Addison started out as a receiver as a freshman, had a ton of touchdowns. Of course, he has become a phenom on defense, but still such a threat whenever he's on the field. The great play call there by Coach Burnett with 1 second on the clock, and the Patriots extend their lead.
They'll go for the well-shaded tent, 2-point conversion. Another jump ball to the back of the end zone for Tavon Bell, and it's incomplete. But the Patriots will take a 9-point lead to the half as they lead at 22-13 over the West Ouachita Chiefs here at Patriot Stadium. Stick around. The WSB halftime report is coming up. Patriots football will continue right after this.
brands like Buick and GMC, no deals like a Sango deal. And folks, no time like now. This is Mark Sanguinetti. Head to Winsboro now because there's never been a better time to buy. That's right, folks. Every Buick and GMC, every car, truck, and SUV on our lot is priced to sell. And Sango's service department is here for all your service needs. Shop our full inventory 24/7 at SangoGMC.com. There's no deal like a Sango deal, so don't wait. You make the drive, I'll make the deal at Sango Buick GMC in Winsboro.
Hello, this is Brian Wade, Vice President of Progressive Bank. I invite all of my customers and friends to drop by Progressive Bank today. You may be surprised to find that we are not your typical community bank. We have a complete array of depositing and lending services. We offer financial planning, wealth and investment management, commercial cash management, technology-based services, and more, all combined with the very best of personal service. Progressive Bank, your life, your business, your bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, loan subject to credit approval.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, call me, Elliot Britt, at 435-3794.
Thinking about getting your windows tinted? Then see the Tint Man, Garrett Harris at Well Shaded Tint. Trucks, cars, SUVs, tractors, big trucks, and ATVs. Well Shaded Tint can tint them all. And if you're looking at commercial or residential tint, call Well Shaded Tint today at 318-837-1514 or stop by 234 Taylor Avenue in Winsboro. There's no tint job that can't be done with the Tint Man, Garrett Harris at Well Shaded Tint. Call or stop by today.
Finance charges accrue from data financing. Must finance with GM Financial. Down payment required at signing if applicable. Some customers may not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 10/31/24. And with that said,
We do what we say at Waller Singer Chevrolet.
it's not one or two, but every 2024 Silverado 1500 at Waller Singer offers 0% APR. Plus, no payments till next year. We do what we say at Waller Singer Chevrolet, Winsboro.
Winsboro Health and Fitness invites you to come by and make your family's health a priority. This 24-hour, 17,000 square foot fitness center is jam-packed with cardio equipment, free weights, and curves equipment, indoor AstroTurf, and an indoor walking track. Stop in today to sign up for single and family packages with no contracts necessary. Your membership includes group classes and tanning. Sign up today at 3322 Front Street, Winsboro Health and Fitness.
Sonic Drive-In in Winsboro and the Coca-Cola Company are proud supporters of Franklin Parish Athletics. Whether you're heading to or coming from the big game, Sonic Drive-In in Winsboro can take care of any craving you may have. Sonic opens at 6 a.m. every day with their entire menu ready to serve. Try one of their many soft drink combinations with a cheeseburger and an order of tater tots. Stop by Sonic Drive-In in Winsboro to order some food and head to the big game. Sonic Drive-In, your game day pit stop for great eats and cool treats.
Welcome to the WSB Halftime Report as the Patriots lead it at the half 22-13. And Matt, as we get set to take a look at the first half scoring drives and stats here tonight, being brought to you at halftime by Quave Insurance.
Quave Insurance. Okay, so Cody, let's run through the scoring real quick. Starts out with West Ouachita on a 7-play, 68-yard drive, 48-yard touchdown run by C.J. Barr. The extra point was good to make it 7-0 with 6:18 remaining in the first quarter. The Patriots, though, responded with a long drive of their own, 8 plays, 72 yards. DJ Neal punches in a touchdown and a 2-point conversion by Credit made it 8-6. So 8-6. So the extra point for West Ouachita was no good. So that made it 8-6. Franklin Parish with the early lead, 2:33 remaining in the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, that's where it stood. Then Ozark on a 5-yard run to cap off a 10-play, 75-yard drive to give West Ouachita the lead again at the beginning of the second quarter. 13-8 West Ouachita at that point, before DJ Neal punches it in on his second touchdown of the night from 1 yard out. The 2-point conversion was good from Ellis to Addison to make it 16-13 Franklin Parish, and that was a 7-play, 69-yard drive. Then the defense gets it done and gets the ball back in Ellis's hands, and he goes 8 plays, 84 yards, and at the final second, one on the ticker, he finds Chris Addison in the back of the end zone from 13 yards. 2-point conversion was no good, but that gives Franklin Parish the 22-13 lead at halftime. And let's go to the box score. Franklin Parish with 22 first downs compared to 8 for West Ouachita, 138 rushing yards for Franklin Parish on 26 carries. That's 5.2 yards a carry. West Ouachita, run-heavy team, a lot of option here tonight. 22 carries for 154 yards. That's 7 yards a carry for that offense for West Ouachita in the first half. Passing the ball, 9 of 17 for Franklin Parish for 129 yards. That's 7.6 yards a completion for Franklin Parish. Only 2 pass attempts for West Ouachita. Neither were complete in the first half. Total yardage, Franklin Parish with 265 in the first half on 43 plays. West Ouachita 24 plays for 154 yards. No turnovers in this ball game in the first half. Third down conversions, Franklin Parish 4 of 7, 2 of 5 on third down for West Ouachita. 1 fourth down conversion attempt, they were no good for Franklin Parish. West Ouachita has not attempted one. And looking at individual stats, Desarian Ellis, 9 of 17 for 129 yards in the first half. Leading the receiving corps is Chauncey White. He's had some good grabs in the first half. 5 catches for 102 yards. Chris Addison, 2 catches for 20 yards. Malik Credit had 2 catches for 7 yards, but he had more than that. One of them didn't count as he took a real big hit there, but he didn't get credited with a catch because the penalty brought it back. Leading the rushing corps, though, 13 carries for 106 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half, and that's DJ Neal, the fantastic freshman for Franklin Parish. Ellis has 9 carries for 20 yards. Kind of bottled him up a little bit there in the first half running the football compared to the last few weeks. West Ouachita defense. Malik Credit has 1 carry for 10 yards, and Trey Martin 2 carries for 10 yards. And that's where we're at the break, 22-13. Patriots leading West Ouachita in this district opener here at Patriot Stadium.
Your halftime stats being brought to you by Quave Insurance, striving to give you detailed information about how you can save money. Call today and see how you can get discounts at 318-435-5643, 6744 Kenlock Street in Winsboro. Matt, looking at the first half, Franklin Parish with a couple of drives there where they ended in punts. But other than that, they did a really good job of finding some open opportunities, whether it be, in the passing game, when rolling, getting Ellis out of the pocket where he can throw on the run, where he's gotten extremely good at. And obviously when you've got guys like Addison, Tavon Bell, when you get down close to the goal line, that you can just throw it up and let those guys go get it.
Yeah, and it's that throwing on the run thing that is really jumps off the film at you with Ellis this year. Last year, great deep ball player, but when you got him outside the pocket, a lot of times his arm is so strong. It seemed like he would just, whiz it in there and the receiver couldn't handle the pass. Well, this year it's got a lot more touch on it. As you can see, though, when he has to throw a 20-yard rope, to Chauncey White or Malik Credit, he can get it there in a split second too. But it's, specifically, I know the play you're talking about, Cody, there late on that last drive. He has to, roll out of the pocket and just float one, over a linebacker's head and into the hands of Chauncey White, and he can just put it there, perfectly. And that really just accelerated that drive and gave them that opportunity right before half to extend their lead, which makes it a lot, more comfortable because you got to kick the ball off to start the second half to West Ouachita, and they get the ball back to start the second half, and you go up nine points in the halftime break. You're feeling a little bit better about it in a very tough contest.
Yeah, and looking defensively for Franklin Parish, the first couple of drives, West Ouachita was able to just walk it down the field and get 6 points, and then Coach Boxley and company started to figure some things out, forcing some really key punts. Especially that last one that ended up being a touchdown drive for Franklin Parish to end the second half, or the second quarter of the first half. But that to me has been the story. And now we'll see, now that they can get into the locker room and Coach Boxley can really get the guys together and say, hey, this is what we're going to do going forward, because they really have, after those first couple of drives, they really have contained that running game. They were able to get to the outside a little bit, but now they're starting to get the safeties coming down and closing in that box and really forcing them back into where all the guys are.
Well, we said it all year. Coach Boxley's defense, they've been great pre-snap, making adjustments, but I think they've been really good coming out of the gate. If you look back in the third quarter, most of the year, that's when you've seen them really shut down Ouachita, those first two possessions last week. They're making the adjustments. And like you said, Cody, this is a totally different type of defensive scheme you got to run against this option attack. The main thing you got to do is make sure that fullback doesn't beat you.
Yep.
And what you saw in the first quarter is the secondary, the DBs, were not really prepared for that option pitch because it was just wide open spaces out there. You didn't really see much of that in that second quarter. But what you also saw is them shutting down the run the first couple of plays of the possession and then forcing West Ouachita to try to maybe throw the football, which so far Ozark hadn't shown he can do that. Now, the second half, who knows what West Ouachita is going to dial up. But I think right now you have to feel good about what you've done schematically, bringing in some guys from the O-line to kind of make sure you got a wall in that middle and force them to go to the outside with that pitch now that you've made the adjustments.
Franklin Parish is on top of West Ouachita 22-13 here at halftime. It's the WSB halftime report. And, of course, halftime entertainment going on here at Patriot Stadium right now. I do want to look ahead to next week as Franklin Parish will be back here at home against Grant. And we'll have homecoming next week, so we'll have all the coverage for you right here on KMAR, streaming online on the YouTube live stream as well. But, yeah, Grant, of course, last year Franklin Parish was able to get a win against the Grant Cougars. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was wanting to say Lions, but it wasn't the line. That was last week.
Yeah,
but
and then I believe we go on the road for 2 weeks.
Yeah, we go on the road. It's going to be Wasman and Peabody. Is that correct? And then we'll finish everything up with Tioga here at home.
Yeah. So
no, I think we go to Tioga. So I think we'll get Wasman at home.
Wasman at home. Yeah. Okay. So we go to Peabody and Tioga, our last two road games of the season. But Cody, you start looking at this 2-4-8 district, and it's just like you're looking at the two top contenders slugging it out here tonight. And I think West Ouachita may have written a check their butt couldn't cash, sending cakes to Coach A.B. earlier today saying, they say 2024 2-4-8 district champs loading is what the cake said. And not only that, of course, we mentioned it pregame, the coach getting on social media this week and pretty much saying we're going to come into Patriot Stadium, we're going to lock the gate and punch them in the mouth. And, of course, that was played over the loudspeakers. The Patriots took the field tonight. So, the Patriots got the Patriots' attention. And you can see, though, watching West Ouachita, why they've gave teams trouble, right? Especially teams like we've seen, like Caldwell and, of course, Richwood, an 0-5 team, that they're hard for this outstanding defense for the Patriots to defend. You can imagine, an inferior defense like Richwood has or maybe a Caldwell to contend with this option attack. It's just tricky.
And one of that sort of offense has always been a tricky offense to try to figure out. And you hope, in Franklin Parish's case, it worked out tonight to perfection here so far during this game, but you hope that you can kind of hold them at bay.
Yeah.
And not let them really get going with that offense, because that's when it really gets tricky, because then you can do whatever, right? The playbook opens up.
That's right. And that's what happened. Cody, I was thinking about another offense we've seen like this, and that's North Vermilion. That's the exact style offense they had. Of course, it was a really rainy night, very sloppy conditions in that playoff game, and that's what happened. They allowed North Vermilion to get going, control the clock completely, and it opened the game up for what it allows. That type of offense is a less athletic team to really get the best of you.
Yep.
It really does, but it has to be worked to perfection, a lot of discipline, and West Ouachita is good at it.
Franklin Parish leads at 22-13 at the half, and I was completely wrong. I don't know why.
Okay.
It's Halloween month, right? So
yeah.
That's all I'm really thinking about is the 31st, because I love this month. But so we are on the road next week at Peabody.
Okay.
And then we come home for Grant for homecoming.
Okay.
All right. So 2 weeks homecoming here at Patriot Stadium, and then we're at home against Wasman before finishing
on the
out
road
the
against
year at Tioga. So,
and I'm don't want to look too far ahead, but that Tioga game, Coach Burnett didn't want that one. They felt like last year they left that win on the field there in the final seconds, and they were the better team. And most likely you're going to be going into that game 8-1 if things work out tonight the way you think they are. And that's going to be, just a final kiss on the regular season before you get ready for what's coming forward. And also, you can't lose that last game if you are in that position.
Yeah.
Because it could drop you down a lot and out of that bye position that you could theoretically be in at the end of the season.
Yeah, I wrote some things down after last season, obviously, new season, 2024, and Franklin Parish is on a roll here, 4-1 to start the season.
Mm-hmm.
But last year, and I know we talked about it closer towards the end of the year, last year Franklin Parish over 40 points a game through the first 5 weeks of the season. Final 5 weeks of the season, 15 points a game. Now, 22 points here tonight through 2 quarters. Obviously, you've surpassed that 15-point per game mark that you had last year on the last 5 games. But that's kind of what I wanted to see was, could this offense continue every single week to progress? And obviously they're halfway to the 40-point, a game mark. And Franklin Parish has been able to do that so far here in 2024 as well with a high point per game average. But, you get into district play, especially last year. Some things weren't really – you had some injuries. Javion had, several injuries he was dealing with.
Carl Williams
was injured, as he is here tonight as well. We haven't seen him so far tonight. So that's really the kind of the thing that I wanted to see here starting this second half is they keep the momentum, keep the train rolling through the last 5 games. And, if you get the win tonight, obviously you're in the driver's seat here for district.
And here's a big difference, I think, from last year. The pre-district schedule was much tougher, and you kept that scoring total and that offensive production up this season. But also, Cody, you look at we're averaging around 450 yards a game through these first 5 games, and you're running the ball 280 yards a game on the ground. Last year, you averaged 84 yards a game on the ground. That's one component of the offense that I think that balance that they needed. And, of course, your defense has put you in some great spots, and they're able to keep you out of being put in some bad situations too. So it's all coming together. But I think right now you have to look at where the offense is last year, much more balanced, and maybe not as – you don't have the big-time playmakers, but these young guys are really getting better each week. I mean, you think about Javion White and Marshawn Whitley, the Wiley veterans last year, but – you talk about Chauncey White and Malik Credit and these guys and Jones and Seals, they're getting better every week. So it's really creating a dynamic where you've got a lot of ways the offense can beat you.
Franklin Parish leads it at the half, 22-13. We'll have the third quarter action coming up for you. You've been listening to the WSB Halftime Report. Since 1902, WSB has provided friendly local banking to our customers, great service and quality financial products that make banking convenient. Visit a location near you in Winsboro, Gilbert, Mangum, and Rayville. Bringing you the WSB Halftime Report. Before we go to break for the final time here in the WSB Halftime Report, let's take a look at the Winsboro Sports Scoreboard.
Okay, so Union Parish 56-0 in the third quarter over North Caddo. Delhi Charter trails Ouachita Christian at the half, 27-7. 8-0 Ruston over Ouachita. That kickoff return was called back. That's a halftime score with Ruston. That's a tight ball game. I think a lot of people are impressed that Ouachita's hanging in there with Ruston. No doubt the best team in the state, without classifications.
Yeah. Nationally ranked?
Nationally ranked in the top 10 right now. So, and they've been playing all over Texas. I mean, they've been playing the biggest schools, so they've been trying to earn that ranking. Neville with a halftime lead over Pineville, 21-10. 14-14 at the half. West Monroe and Ash in a great 2-5A contest. That's down there in Alexandria. At halftime, Tioga 14, Wassman 13, and that's a 2-4A contest. 28-14, Delhi with the lead over Delta Charter. Delhi has been a lot of losses over Delhi the past couple years. That would be a huge win if they pulled that one off. Bunkie continues bringing pain to Caldwell this season. 32-0, Bunkie over the Spartans at halftime. This one's a shocker. Mangum 21, Faraday coming in undefeated, 12-0, and that is a second quarter score. If that holds out, that'd be a big win for Mangum and some confidence going into that gauntlet we talked about there facing. Bastrop 7, Green Oak 6 at halftime. Carroll with the lead over North Webster 12-0 at halftime. 24-0, Cedar Creek looking for their win over Plain Dealing. 13-0, Haynesville over Jonesboro Hodge. And Sterlington and Richwood 7-7 at halftime. That is a shocking score there between Sterlington and Richwood. And here it's 22-13. Patriots holding 9-point lead over the West Ouachita Chiefs as we're approaching the start of the third quarter here momentarily.
Yeah, we'll have third quarter action for you coming up here in just a few minutes. Patriots will kick off to start the second half. You're listening to Patriots football.
Winsboro Health and Fitness invites you to come by and make your family's health a priority. This 24-hour, 17,000 square foot fitness center is jam-packed with cardio equipment, free weights and curves equipment, indoor AstroTurf, and an indoor walking track. Stop in today to sign up for single and family packages with no contracts necessary. Your membership includes group classes and tanning. Sign up today at 3322 Front Street, Winsboro Health and Fitness.
Sonic Drive-In in Winsboro and the Coca-Cola Company are proud supporters of Franklin Parish Athletics. Whether you're heading to or coming from the big game, Sonic Drive-In in Winsboro can take care of any craving you may have. Sonic opens at 6 a.m. every day with their entire menu ready to serve. Try one of their many soft drink combinations with a cheeseburger and an order of tater tots. Stop by Sonic Drive-In in Winsboro to order some food and head to the big game. Sonic Drive-In, your game day pit stop for great eats and cool treats.
Bobby's Corner at 3860 Front Street invites you to come by and pick up a fresh breakfast or lunch served daily. Take it to go or eat on the patio. Can't drop by to pick it up? Bobby will deliver it to you. Bobby's now has soft serve ice cream. If you're headed out of town, stop by, gas up, grab a slice of Papa Prino's pizza and a drink, and don't forget ice cream. Bobby's Corner has the coldest beer in town. Snacks, cold drinks, and everything fresh. That's our business at Bobby's Corner in Winsboro.
Accidents can happen at any moment. It's better to be covered than out in the cold. And at Quave Insurance, we strive to provide you with detailed information of how we can save you money on any type of insurance coverage that you need, offering coverage for auto, homeowners, farm and ranch, business, life, and more. Receive discounts for your auto and home insurance. Call for a quote today at 318-435-5643 or stop by with 2 locations to serve you in Winsboro and Delhi. Quave Insurance, serving Winsboro and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. The agency where service is first.
Welcome back to Patriots football inside the Franklin State Bank broadcast booth. Cody Maroney along with Matt Reynolds as we are getting you set for third quarter action here tonight. Before we do, let's head back to the station for station identification. You're listening to Patriots football.
You're home for Franklin Parish Athletics.
I love watching the games with my friends and my family. Who could ask for a better time than that?
95.9 KMAR, The Bird.
Patriots lead at 22-13 as we get set to start the third quarter. Chris Addison will kick it away. Chiefs will receive the kickoff to start here the second half.
So we've seen the strategy on kickoffs. We wondered what would change from last week, and it's been kicking out of bounds. But one time I thought a pretty good kickoff because you get it, pretty far downfield before it goes out of bounds. The second time around was a little short, and it gave them great field position to West Ouachita. We'll see which way the coaching staff tries to get it here, and it's just something that it's one of those things. It's a weakness on this team, and they know it. We got spoiled having Jackson Cordell the past couple of years, who was a kicker full-time, a real kicker. Now you got defensive linemen trying to kick. It's a little different.
Well, he boots this one. Shelter Insurance kickoff all the way inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. Here comes the run back, and he's got a lane up near the 40-yard line, across the 40 to about the 44-yard line. Big run back there for the Chiefs.
More of the same. It's been a problem this year, but they did get him down before midfield, and that's going to And you got to take that as
Is that
a
what
win.
we shoot for?
Yeah,
now,
well, I mean,
right?
you know, it's a learning process. You got to keep working on it each week. But
well, I think he got 5 yards more than what he had if we would have kicked it out of bounds at the 20.
that was a great kick.
Yeah.
That was a great kick by Chris Addison. It was just not great coverage there by the kickoff fielding team. And West Ouachita come back out, stymied a little bit their option rushing attack there in that second quarter. See what they go with here.
First down and 10 for the Chiefs at their own 45. Ozark will hand it off right side, and whistles will stop this one. A timeout going to be taken by West Ouachita before the first play of the third quarter can be run. It's Versatile Land Services timeout, and that will leave the Chiefs with just 2 remaining here in the second half.
So we'll go to the Winsboro Sports Scoreboard, where Ouachita scores right out of the break of halftime to make it 8-8 against the Ruston Bearcats, and you can bet it's loud over on Millhaven. Wow. 21-10.
Bet nobody's cell phone's working, though.
Yeah, no, it's a little jamming coverage there. 21-10, Neville over Pineville. So back and forth with West Monroe and Ash, but Ash just retakes the lead 21-20 in the third quarter in that 5A contest. And here it's 22-13. Patriots lead West Ouachita. We're just getting underway here in the second half.
First and 10 for the Chiefs at their own 45-yard line. Man in motion. Here's the snap. He'll hand it off up the middle to the fullback, and he will rumble forward for a gain of about 3 up around the 48-yard line. Be second down and 7.
Cody, that's something that I think West Ouachita is probably not used to. We're talking about the big 230-pounder, MJ Owens, who comes into the game, double-digit touchdowns and a couple 150-yard rushing performances, but Patriots have pretty much handled their business as far as that's concerned with the fullback so far tonight.
Yeah, 4 carries, 20 yards in the first half, so now 5 carries, 23 yards. Man in motion, second and 7. And they'll pass it, trying to throw that slip screen, and wide open catch is made inside the 20, and Addison Spradling trips him up at the 10-yard line, but that was a play that we've seen all too familiar against this West Ouachita team. They bring a man in motion. They slip both tight ends down the field. They fake the handoff, and they've got them. The safety sucked in, and they just dump it right over the top.
And the safeties are always trying to struggle to catch back up right there. And Spradling, the great diving tackle to save 6. But inside the 10-yard line is West Ouachita with a first down here.
I formation. Tight end to each side. They will snap it. Quarterback turned the wrong way, and Tavon Bell wraps him up along.
How you doing? Great play by C.J. Jones and Tavon Bell.
C.J. Jones. I was
trying
to get the name out.
C.J., of course, went by Chad last year, just a sophomore. You're right, Cody. Looked like Ozark a little confused on that play, but it worked out certainly for the Patriots as he met a lot of weight right there on that left side of the defensive line.
So he lost a few yards back to the 13th. It's a second and goal from the 13. Ozark will be under center. They bring in an extra back in the backfield. They hand it off, and he is knocked down right now for a no gain on the play. As the running back, C.J. Barr, who's gotten going a little bit here tonight.
34, I think that's Makai Smart. Cody.
That's going to be right,
sophomore. Sophomore filling in tonight at the linebacker position. Good job right there on the tackle.
And they do have on this drive, Cam Plater, Drew Calloway, Hunter Caldwell on the line as well. Snap. And they're going to hand it off to Barr. Barr left side. Barr stacked up before he could get back to the 10.
Big.
It's going to be 4th and goal from the 11-yard line, and Hunter Caldwell gets up clapping his hands, and the Patriots defense has made a stand here. We'll see if they elect to send the field goal team out, and it looks like they will.
So how big was that Addison Spradling tackle right there on the tight end who had 10 yards on him when he caught the football? Spradling uses his speed and goes for a shoestring tackle to bring him down. That could have been 6 points easy there.
Yeah, well, he might have got Addison on the catch. But Spradling's got more wheels than he's got. And the offense will stay out. On 4th down, man in motion, snap back. And they'll try to run a reverse to the near side. He's got running room, trying to get to the edge, and he is in, nearly blown up by the Patriots defense, but Caden Miller is able to get the handoff and rumbles in for a touchdown of 11 yards.
Yeah, they pulled that one out of the old bag of tricks, rainwater there, and it worked to perfection once. The handoff was kind of sneaky too, and you're right, Cody, just a millisecond from the play getting blown up there, but West Ouachita capitalizes out of the break on a long, fruitful drive for the Chiefs. And the extra point up and good. He kicks them so far and high. It's hard to tell.
22-20 the score, 8:22 remaining here in the third quarter. You're listening to Patriots football.
Versatile Land Service LLC can take care of whatever your land needs may be. Call them today for a free in-person estimate. From mulching and underbrushing to bush hogging, from drainage to demolition, from stump removal to emergency storm cleanup, from driveways to house pads. Whatever your land needs may be, call them today. And with hunting season approaching, let Versatile Land Service LLC get that hunting property in shape before the season begins. Call for an estimate today, 318-680-4991. Licensed and insured. Versatile Land Service, LLC.
Back inside Patriot Stadium as West Ouachita cuts into that Patriot lead. Franklin Parish now leads at 22-20. We'll get to the scoring drive here in just a second as we await the Shelter Insurance kickoff. Teed up at the 40-yard line. And it is high end over end. It's going to be taken in by Zay Boley. Boley finding a little bit of running room. Boley getting a good return of his own across the 40-yard line up around 42.
So that last scoring drive for West Ouachita, Cody, 11 plays, 53 yards, set up by a great kickoff return. They had great field position. And the reverse 12-yard run for Miller there on 4th down goes in for a touchdown. The kick was good. 22-20 is where we're at. 8 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Patriots still with a 2-point lead as the offense back on the field.
So they'll have it at their own 42-yard line. Ellis and company back out on the field. DJ Neal with a nice little first half rushing the football. Ellis.
Over 100 yards for the freshman.
Pretty good night passing so far here for Ellis. Here's snap. They're going to run a reverse to Zarin Jones. Jones trying to get to the outside. He's got some speed up near midfield. And pushed out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. It's a nice gain there for Zarin Jones, the freshman.
And Jones, I thought, had a great game last week against Ouachita. Of course, had a touchdown, involved in a lot of big plays. One of these fantastic young fellas for the Patriots.
Everybody trying to do their part. 2nd down and 2 here. Ellis calls for the snap. Will hand it off left side to DJ Neal. Neal breaks free and is tripped up by a shoestring into Chief territory inside the 45 down to the 41-yard line, 42, but it is a Wallace Singer Chevrolet first down.
You can see 21 building momentum there as he getting faster and faster. And luckily for West Ouachita, they got a shoestring there.
They go back to the line of scrimmage and hand off again. Same play this time. Tackled for a loss is Neal. It's going to be 2nd and 11 coming up.
Yeah, West Ouachita defense just swallowed that left side of the offensive line there. Neal really nowhere to go, as you saw the left tackle for FP there just falling backwards onto his knees, and luckily just get down with no fumble there.
Low snap. Ellis breaks away from one tackler, throws it on the run up for Chauncey White, and White makes the catch into the end zone for a touchdown. A Randy Moss-esque head chopper for number 4, and the Patriots answer the call with a touchdown of their own on their first drive here in the third quarter.
Hey, kids on the YouTube stream, clip that one, send it to big brother Javion, because that is a highlight reel catch for Chauncey White. And Cody, what a great play by Ellis to avoid the tackle, a kind of a slip move there, tossing the end zone. White's already there. He's just judging it like a center fielder and makes the right jump at the right time. Wow, what a play for the Patriots to extend their lead here in the third quarter.
It's a State Farm touchdown catch as they'll go for the well-shaded tent 2-point conversion. Ellis trying to find some room and will be into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Make it 30. Well, hold on. We got flags on the field.
Ellis took a lick there going in the end zone.
He did. It is going to be against Franklin Parish, so looks like it's going to be
a replay of downs, huh?
It's going to be a legal procedure against
they'll run the
Franklin Parish.
two-point attempt again. Wow, that's seen some pretty electric catches this year out of this receiving core, but that's one of the best there from Chauncey White. The Patriots respond right back after West Ouachita takes it down the field to start the second half. As Cody, you point out there, looks like Carl Williams in the game is hold for Drew Calloway for the extra point.
Yeah, I wasn't sure for a second what was going to happen, but they are going to send.
Making a visit to the box.
Love Frank. Here's a snap. The hold. Callaway's kick is up, and it looks good, and it is good. Attaboy, Drew. Patriots tack on the well-shaded tent extra point and lead it 29-20 with 7:21 remaining here in the third quarter. Patriots football will continue in a moment.
There are times in life when we find ourselves in need, when we call upon the help of our closest friends and family. As your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, I want to be on that list. I live right here in Franklin Parish, and I'm here to help you and your family. I'm Craig Thomas. Call me at 435-9745 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote, and to learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. That's 435-9745.
Patriots football here on KMAR, streaming online on the KMAR YouTube live stream. Cody Maroney, Matt Reynolds with you as the Patriots extend their lead to 29-20. Chris Addison's got it teed up for the Shelter Insurance kickoff. We'll see what they decide to do here. Nope, it's going to be a squib kick that is recovered at the 50-yard line, and Hunter Caldwell is going to be called for a hit on a Chief, which...
It was a block.
It was a block. I mean,
I've noticed this year, and you can think back to several games, Cody, when you dominate a guy physically on a block, they are throwing flags this year. I mean, it happened to Drew Calloway. I'm thinking back to West Jeff. But real quick, with the last scoring drive for the Patriots, only took them 1 minute and 3 seconds there to get 6 more points on the board on 3 plays, 70 yards, and Ellis finds White, 53-yard touchdown strike. The extra point from Callaway was good, and it's 29-20. Franklin Parish with the lead here with 7:21 remaining in the third quarter, and it looks like after that penalty that the Chiefs will start out across midfield.
Well, you know, there's always a part in the game where I say I don't agree with something in there.
And I've just noticed that this year because – you know, Hunter and Drew, they're usually a lot bigger than the guys they're blocking, and it looks so much worse. But it's not illegal. I mean, no. I think back that West Jeff game, Drew just pancakes this guy that's probably half his size, but you know he was blocking him, and the flag gets thrown him in the end zone.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Great field position here for the Chiefs as they're 9 down here in the third quarter.
29-20 our score. Chiefs will start at the Patriot 36 under center. They'll hand it off to the fullback. He breaks away from the line of scrimmage, gets inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line. It is going to be enough for a Chief first down. Tavon Bell slow to get up, and he is up.
Really the longest carry of the night from the big fullback. He was able to slip through those tackles there in defensive line. Move the chains for the Chiefs.
1st and 10 at the Patriot 25. Ozark under center. Calls for the snap. This time we'll hand it off right side of the fullback, and he is hit immediately by Cam Plater. Plater wraps him up, stops him for a gain of maybe a yard down to the 24. It's going to be 2nd down and 9.
not the first time tonight you've called Cam Plater's name. It's been knew they would use some of those offensive guys on the defensive line because of the offense, that West Ouachita runs, and he's made an impact for sure.
So 2nd and 9 for the Chiefs. Tight end to each side. They'll run toss play coming near side. He's got a little bit of running room. Trey Martin will wrap him up and stop him at the 18-yard line, it looks like. He's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3 for the Chiefs here, as both teams have scored on their first possessions here in the second half.
Yeah, and West Ouachita, of course, gifted with a great field position here, and they're taking advantage of it. The Patriot defense can stymie them here close to the end zone.
And now a flag, I believe, is going to be called. The fullback was actually going down to put his hand in the ground in a 3-point stance and fell forward. And I think they're going to get him for a false start on that.
Yeah, you can see AB was the first one to see it, and he was quick to point it out. And right after that, the whistle blew. So a very disciplined West Ouachita team to this point, Cody. Only 3 penalties in this game. That's their 4th one.
Yeah, just fell forward.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of weight to hold on.
That is a lot of weight. You're right. What'd you say a while ago?
Listed 230, but a few cheeseburgers more than that for sure.
Popeye's biscuits.
Yeah, that's right. And a few Popeye's biscuits.
3rd down and 8. Snap, they're going to swing it out. Catch is made. Trying to get the 1st down yardage needed, and he is going to be close to it. Very close to it. I think they're going to give it to him on the far side.
Looks like it.
At the 16-yard line. Nope, it's going to be short. 4th down coming up.
Well, this was around the same part of the field in that late second quarter where it was 4th down, and West Ouachita pulled some trickery and came up with a touchdown. And it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field here for another 4th down attempt.
4th down and 1. They got to get to the 15-yard line. Ozark will go under center. Snap back, and he turned the wrong way again, but he's going to get enough for a 1st down.
Just enough. Yeah, you're right. He's turned around to hand it off, and nobody's there. That's the 2nd time he's done that, but that worked out okay. He didn't need a whole lot of yards and just fell forward.
He got down to the 13 enough to move the sticks, but I had to say do that a couple more times because everybody's going right.
Yeah.
Huh? You open up to the left.
This is already about almost 4 minutes off the clock here in this drive for West Ouachita.
Right at the 4-minute mark as well here in the 3rd quarter. 29-20 Patriots leading. Ozark under center. Calls for the snap, and will run a quarterback keeper. Now they'll run the option, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. It's the running back C.J. Barr, and West Ouachita answers Franklin Parish's touchdown with another one of their own. Cut the lead, 29-26, 3:54 here in the 3rd.
Back in the day when NCAA football, way back in the day, you just run an option team and throw that pitch. That's what it looks like. I mean, because you're keying in on the fullback, you're keying in on the quarterback, and then you're just flipping it out wide to a wide open back that's really got so much space. And that's the 2nd time they've done that for a touchdown tonight.
The extra point is up and good. 29-27, 3:54 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. You're listening to Patriots football.
My experience at White Ford has just been exceptional. Each time that I have bought a vehicle from here.
They're willing to listen to what I want. They don't start trying to tell me what I need.
For me, it's just a comfort level, coming here.
Courtesy, dependability, responsibility, those are things that I value in a business.
I know that they're going to do the very best they can. Something that Cloyd told me, he said his mama told him. He says, you treat every customer like they're your mama. My experience with White Ford is just awesome. It's like family.
Back at Patriot Stadium, Franklin Parish leads it now 29-27. 3:54 remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
Okay, that was 8 plays, only 43 yards they had to go, though. 8-yard run by Barr. Kick was good, 29-27. Patriots leading, under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter.
And the kickoff is away. Shelter Insurance kickoff is going to be taken in by Malik Credit. Credit right back up the middle, shedding tacklers across the 35. And up around the 36, 37-yard line is where Franklin Parish will take it over here in the third quarter. And we were just talking off the air during the commercial break how big that touchdown at the end of the first half was right now.
Yeah, you get the touchdown, the pass from Ellis to Addison as time expires to extend your lead. And right now it is the play of the game for sure, Cody, because when West Ouachita is starting around midfield, the type of offense they've had, it's going to be tough to contain them. So you think closing in on below 4 minutes here in the third quarter, big play there.
1st and 10, they're going to hand it off left side to DJ Neal. Neal finds the outside. Neal lowers his shoulder and throws a lick up around the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 45. Okay, so give him a gain of 8. It's going to be 2nd and 2 coming up, but DJ Neal is just laying the wood here tonight. Every time somebody tries to tackle him, he's lowering his shoulder and driving through. And as for a freshman,
he's got the bruiser attribute and the acceleration to go with it.
2nd and 2. Snap back. They'll fake the handoff. Ellis is going to try to keep it, and Ellis lost the football. They're going to say he's down, though.
Yeah, he's down.
Yeah, he tried to extend it out.
He's down. West Ouachita acts like they won the Super Bowl, but the official is saying he's down.
So a loss of a yard back to the 43. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. Shotgun trips right, one to the left. They'll bring Malik Credit in motion. And they're going to hand it off to DJ Neal. Neal trying to get to the outside, will turn it up, trying to reach out, and he's going to be stopped short. It looks like they're going to mark him down at the 47-yard line, and that is going to be close. They give him the first down.
Wow.
It's a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down.
And it's that last effort, Cody, lowering his shoulder and just throwing every bit of his 180-pound frame into that punch forward, that truck there that really got it for him, because it was a close call there for the first down pickup. That was huge there for the Patriots to move the chains.
1st and 10, 47-yard line. Zarin Jones in motion. They're going to toss it to him. Try to get to the edge. He's got DJ Neal with a flag in. He's up around the 50 and will be taken down, but a flag is down, and so is a Chiefs player at the 48 of West Ouachita, but he's up. We'll check the flag. It's most definitely going to be in the area of a hold or a block in the back.
Well, we're waiting on that, Cody. We go to the Winsboro Sports scoreboard, 28-28. West Monroe and Alexandria are tied in the fourth quarter. District ball game, Wassman just took the lead 19-17 over Tioga, and Ruston leads 22-8 over the Ouachita Lions in the third quarter.
There's a block in the back against Franklin Parish, so that will back them up. It'll still be first down. As the Chiefs fans trying to get
a lot of cowbells going there on
cowbells
on the other side. You don't need more cowbell, baby.
I hate cowbells.
Okay.
1st and 20. Ellis looking to pass. Looking, throws it and skips it into Chauncey White. He had him there. All he had to do was just release a nice soft pass over, and Chauncey White would have had that and probably 10 more. Nobody was on it.
Well, Ellis was, I think, looking at Malik Credit, who was running that seam down the field, and Chauncey White throwing his hands up, trying to get his attention. And Ellis just really looked uncomfortable with that pass, Cody. Normally you don't see him skip a ball in like that, but incompletion brings up another long second down.
He might have been waiting to see if the guy crashed and he would have a shot down the sideline. Trips right, one to the left, 2nd and 20. He bobbles the snap, gets away from the line. He'll tuck it and run. He's across midfield, coming down the near sideline. Stiffs arms a man. Waller Singer Chevrolet first down at the 40-yard line of West Ouachita. And sit down and enjoy your popcorn over there.
And that's the X factor that gives coaches nightmares. Plays, breaks down, bobbled snap, and Ellis uses his outstanding running ability to picks up 22 yards and moves the chains for the Patriots, gets it across midfield. Very important drive here as we're approaching the 126 mark here in the late in the third.
They set up a screen near side, a little bit of running room for Chauncey White. He's got another Waller Singer Chevrolet first down inside the 30. As Drew Calloway just took out a linebacker and then got up and walked across it.
He wants, I can guarantee you, Drew Calloway and the rest of that offensive line want some of that cake after the game. I tell you what, they got something to prove in this game against the Chiefs, and it's been a war so far tonight for sure.
It's a first down inside the 30 at the 28-yard line, as the clock is now under 60 seconds to play here in the third quarter. First and 10 Patriots. Snap back. They'll hand it off. DJ Neal. DJ Neal will lower his shoulder and try to get what he can get, which ain't but about a yard.
Yeah, he wanted to bounce out left, it looked like there, Cody, and it just wasn't nothing going. And by the time he tries to kick it back to the middle to find anything in the middle of the field, there's just a ton of West Ouachita jerseys there to meet him.
So they gave him about a yard, maybe two.
Ooh, that's a tough 2 yards right there.
Yeah. And they may let this one run out. 15 seconds remaining. They may let it run out and take this one to the fourth quarter. Under 10. Under 5. And that is it. Clock hits 000 here in the third quarter. It's 29-27. Patriots over the Chiefs of West Ouachita. We've got fourth quarter action for you coming up right after this. You're listening to Patriots football.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect automobile you've always wanted. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Diane Roten is right here in Winsboro to help you select the right protection at the right price. Diane will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Diane Roten, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her today. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to Patriot Stadium inside the Franklin State Bank broadcast booth. Cody Maroney, Matt Reynolds, fourth quarter action. We're about to start here from Franklin Parish High School as Franklin Parish leads West Ouachita 29-27 with 12 minutes remaining, Matt.
Yeah, another one of those big eye-popping plays from Desiree Ellis there on that long run, Cody, to move the chains. Really setting up a good drive for the Franklin Parish Patriots here. Now in the fourth quarter, 2-point game. It's an undefeated West Ouachita team.
2nd and 8. Ellis looking to pass. Will swing it out to Trey Martin. Martin trying to get the edge and will break a tackle, get inside the 25. And they'll mark him down at the 21-yard line. Made something out of nothing as it looked like West Ouachita had that well covered, but he does get about 5 yards out of it. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Well, Trey Martin, we knew he'd be involved on offense and saw him a little bit in the first half, but expect them to lean on him as more in this fourth quarter, and these offensive possessions are so much more important now.
They got Martin and Neal both in the backfield. They'll hand it off to DJ Neal. Neal trying to get away from the Chiefs, and he had him by the jersey. He'll wrap him up for a loss on the play back to the 26-yard line, where it will be 4th down and 8. Lost 5 on the play.
You just wonder there if the Patriots are setting up something because run to that weak side really quick, and you can tell that could set up maybe a fake and have Ellis rolling to that opposite side maybe next play or two.
Well, it's 4th down here. Big 4th down play.
Big 4th down.
2-point game, 29-27. Patriots lead. Ellis in the shotgun, drops back to pass, will roll to the right. Looking. Will tuck it and run. Trying to get there, and he doesn't.
Nope, got him just short.
It's the first time tonight when he's rolled out that he tried to tuck it and just get him himself, and it's going to be a turnover on downs at the 19-yard line. Chiefs take over.
You could tell he was looking for Chauncey White, and good coverage downfield, and didn't quite commit to the run till a little too late. Dodges that first tackler, but it's going to be just a yard or two short there, Cody. And now it's going to rely on this touted defense of the Patriots to make something happen here at the start of the fourth quarter. Really, you think about it, most of the game, West Ouachita, this is the worst field position they've really had. So that gives the defense a little more hope to wrangle them in that option attack.
Those first down
Callaway.
at 10. Yeah, Callaway late getting on the field. Here's a snap, handed off right side. Falls forward for about 3. Across the 20, around the 22-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Chiefs. Fourth quarter action here. Franklin Parish High School. Patriots cling to a 29-27 lead. The first district contest, 2024. A lot of bulletin board material. A mysterious cake delivered today.
Yeah, not such a friendly cake either.
No. 2nd and 7. Ozark under center, snap back, handoff left side, and he will fall forward.
A couple yards there, falling forward.
Now it's going to be about 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Chiefs.
Derek Martin was able to bring him down. That was going to be the fullback there.
Officially, we'll call it 3rd and 4 here for the Chiefs.
So this is definitely a big 3rd down. We don't expect them to try for another 4th down if they're in this area.
Not
so
right here.
We got a wide receiver, just one wide receiver out here, Cody.
Got to watch the toss here. They snap it. They'll run the option coming near side. They get it to him, and he's got the first down. Avery Johnson's able to upend him across the 30, around the 34-yard line. It's enough for a Chief first down.
Called it, and that's something Ozark is great at. He may not be great running in the open field or throwing on the run, but he can throw that pitch perfectly. He's done it over and over tonight.
So moves the sticks. First down, Chiefs at their 34-yard line. Under center. Ozark calls for the snap. Will run the option. Going left side, and he's stacked up. Gets a yard to the 35, but well played by the Patriots. It looks like we've got an injured Patriot. That's C.J. Jones. Jones
came up with the tackle. There's a big part of that tackle, along with Tavon Bell hobbling off the field, favoring. It's like that one of his.
It's the right leg, maybe?
Yeah.
Right ankle.
It looked like some players landed on top of his leg after he made the tackle.
It's going to be a left leg injury.
He's grabbing his, looks like his shin or calf area, that left side, Curdy.
While they check on him, Patriots football tonight. Being brought to you by Bobby's Corner, the official convenience store. Franklin Parish Athletics. Gas up, load up on drinks and snacks before your next Patriot event. 3860 Front Street here in Winsboro. Patriots will be on the road next week. We head to Alexandria. Patriots will take on Peabody. I have all the coverage here for you on KMAR.
From high atop the press box down there in Alexandria, as we were down there last year. Late in the season.
Late last week of the season.
Yep.
2nd and 9. Coming out of the injury timeout. It's going to be a toss coming near side. And a nice tackle by Trey Martin. Gets about 3, maybe 4 here up around the 39. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 for West Ouachita coming up as the clock continues to roll now under 8:40 to play here in the fourth quarter. Patriots on top 29-27.
The extra 15 pounds Trey put on him from freshman to sophomore season. You really saw it there. Zoned in. Good tackle because had a lot of space if he gets by 3. Another big 3rd down here.
Huge 3rd down coming up, and West Ouachita taking all kinds of time here as now the play clock's under 10 seconds. Man in motion. Ozark calls for the snap. Will run the reverse going left side, and he's got a lot of running room. Being chased by Avery Johnson, and Trey Martin finally forces him out of bounds as we've got Callaway and a lineman going at it here at the 50-yard line. Chiefs player loses his helmet. Trying to catch that on the replay. They were locked up. The play was actually going the opposite direction. It is enough for a Chief first down.
Yeah, the Chiefs player just held on to Callaway and kept holding on, and then Callaway, after about 3 or 4 seconds, he got had about enough of it.
Yeah, and it's going to be the call is going to go against Drew Callaway, though. That's going to give West Ouachita an additional 15 yards.
Whew. We're just under 8 minutes here in the fourth quarter. The Patriots with a 2-point lead, but a fresh set of downs for West Ouachita, and they are on the 31-yard line, marching it towards the end zone.
It's first down and 10, Chiefs. At Patriot 31. Snap back, handoff up the middle of the fullback, fighting his way forward inside the 25. That'll mark him down around the 23-yard line. Nice gain for the fullback on first down. It's going to bring up second down and about 4.
Such a weird offense to watch now that we're so adapted to the modern offenses.
Second and 4. Snap, hand it off. Nope, it's going to be an option. And he is blown up by Trey Martin.
Yeah.
Right at the sticks, but I think it's going to bring up third down here. It is. He's going to be a yard short. Trey Martin coming in to make a huge hit on the running back.
Dealing out
CJ Barr.
Dealing out the punishment Trey Martin has on this possession on the defensive side of the ball. And it almost looked right there. He could have made a play on the pitch. He was there so quickly. But you can bet here, Cody, you want to watch for that quarterback to keep it or maybe roll out and pitch it, because that seems like what they like to do on these third and shorts.
3rd and 1. Ozark under center calls for the snap. Will hand it off left side of the fullback. He's got it into the red zone. At the 18-yard line. Tick, tick, tick. Clock moving down. 6:39 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Patriots trying to hold on to that 2-point lead, but West Ouachita is just going north-south all night.
Yep. And when they do, finally go to sideline, it's on that pitch play, and it's just wide open out there. They picked up big yardage that way.
1st and 10 officially at the 19. Snap back, toss play left side. Breaks through. Still dragging Patriot defenders down to around the 10. They're going to mark him down, it looks like right at the 11-yard line. It's going to be second down and short. Second down and about 3. It's been a hard-hitting game all night between these two teams. The first district contest of the year. 2nd and 3. Snap. Handoff left side fullback. He fumbled the football. It's loose. A flag comes in. Patriots are saying they got it. Addison says they got it. Tavon Bell says they got it. We'll check the flag, but right now, Patriots have the football.
Yeah, C.J. Jones says they got it. He's hobbling off the field. But, boy, that would be big. What could this penalty be? As it came out right as the ball hit the ground on the fumble. You see the flag fly out. And the body language shows that it may be against the Chiefs.
Both teams are walking off. They're waving it off. Patriots get a big turnover.
Wow, what a huge play there, Cody. I couldn't tell if it was forced out or it just popped out as the running back was trying to get to the end zone. But it does not come any bigger than that. the 18th turnover forced by the Patriots on the season, and that might be the biggest one yet, and that's going to put the Patriots inside their own 5-yard line here, Cody, with a 2-point lead and 5:28 remaining in this district ball game.
Well, you got what you needed, the first turnover of the night.
Yep, and it's come at an opportune moment for that Patriot defense who had to be a little gassed at this point.
Ellis will be in the shotgun, standing in his own end zone. 2 receivers to each side. Back to pass is Ellis. Ellis going to scramble out to the near side. Will get up to the 5-10. Holds on to the football. And they're going to say he's down. I think the ball might have came out, but Ellis fighting for it. They'll say he's got it at the 20. It's a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down. Ellis running with it like a loaf of bread.
Yeah, he just was trying to get to the outside. It took him a while to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he turns it upfield, Cody, and pays the price. He took a pretty big lick there, but that is a huge play to give him some breathing room here.
Yeah, I think he did lose it, but was able to get it back.
Yeah, sandwiched in between 3 West Ouachita defenders as he's hit around that 20-yard line. First down, Patriots.
Snap back to Ellis. Ellis will hand it off to DJ Neal. Neal tripped up in the backfield. A loss of 3 back to the 17-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 13.
That's Luke Jones coming up in that linebacker position. Just an outstanding individual effort to get Neal down.
I believe 2 timeouts remaining for the Chiefs as they took one before the first snap of the third quarter. So 2 timeouts remaining. Franklin Parish can grind out a few more first downs, force them to start using those timeouts. They send DJ Neal out wide to the right, dropping back to pass. Will set up screen near side. Addison has it. Addison's got the 30, breaks a tackle. It's a foot race down the sideline. Addison swaps hands with the football, and it's a big first down for number 7.
Rumble, big fella, rumble. Shades of his freshman season, Cody, where we saw him do that probably about 20, 30 pounds lighter, though, and he still got it. He already has one huge touchdown to close out the first half, another big play by number 7.
So that's a big Waller Singer Chevrolet first down to the 20-yard line as the clock stops with 3:57 remaining here in the fourth quarter, and the Patriots with a 2-point edge, 29-27. Clock will stop because Addison ran out of bounds, or was forced out of bounds. Ellis calls for the snap, will hand it to Neal. Neal started right, cut it back up the middle of the field, and will get a couple. Now inside the White Ford red zone down to around the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, make it 2nd and 7 as the clock rolls now. And the Patriots will use all of the time, unless they just want to punch this one in and make it a 9-point game again.
Yeah, that'd be good too, but just a great play call. Coach Sherrod and Coach Burnett there dialed it up, finding Chris Addison.
Ellis will look to pass on 2nd down. Jukes away from a couple. Will run down the far sideline. It will be hit, but I think he's out of bounds, but he's right at the sticks. And it is going to be enough for a Wallace Singer Chevrolet first down with 3:12 on the clock. I don't think he stepped out of bounds. I think they just stopped the clock because the sticks had to be moved.
Yeah. And he took another pretty big lick over there on that far side of the field.
They haven't wound the clock yet.
Yeah, the clock should be running. I don't get it.
Maybe he did step out of bounds. It was on the far side, couldn't tell. Snap back to Ellis. Ellis is just going to keep it. Now he'll sprint to the outside. Gets the edge, got the 10-yard line, and is tackled. Clock will run. Actually, they're going to say he lost a yard. So it's second and goal from the 11 as the clock now inside 2:54 to play here, Patriot Stadium.
Yeah, Ellis has got to be breathing hard after these
man.
last few plays. He's had to do a lot of running, took in a lot of licks, but the Patriots in good position here around the 10-yard line. They have the football with a 2-point lead. And just 2:35 and ticking to go in this opening district contest against the undefeated West Ouachita Chiefs.
Ellis, hands on his hips. And Coach Burnett will take the Versatile Land Services timeouts, the first one of the half for Franklin Parish. 2 remaining now for each team with 2:24 remaining. Patriots football tonight being brought to you by Shelter Insurance. Elliott Britt can help make sure you get the right coverage at the right price while providing the quality service you expect. Call today for a quote, 435-3794. Also brought to you by Winsboro Health and Fitness, inviting you to make your family's health a priority. Open 24 hours with cardio equipment, weights, an indoor walking trail, and new indoor batting cages. We still haven't gotten Matt in there for yet.
No.
Single and family packages are available.
You give me the Top Golf, I can show you a thing or two, but you're the guy that needs to get in the batting cages. We go to the Winsboro Sports Scoreboard, Cody. Got some other electric games in the area. Ruston 22, Ouachita 15, fourth quarter. Ash just took the lead on West Monroe in the fourth quarter, 38-35. Mangum leads 28-0 over Faraday. That's a third quarter score, and here it's 29-27. Patriots holding on to a 2-point lead on their own, or on the right side of the 50 on the 10-yard line, seeing if we can put some more points on the board here with 2:24 remaining in this ball game.
It's second and goal from the 11. Ellis with an empty backfield. Now Malik Credit in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Ellis going to keep it right up the middle, and he's going to be stopped right at the 10-yard line. Might have got a yard on the play. It's going to be third down coming up as the clock continues to run. West Ouachita electing not – there we go. They were electing not to use those timeouts. You got to get the football back.
Now's the time to do it, especially considering the type of offense they run, which is set up normally by, long drives with pounding the football. So you're thinking they got to have as much time as possible. I think the biggest play tonight we saw was, of course, the pass. It didn't go for a touchdown because of a great tackle by Addison Spradling. With 2 minutes and 8 seconds, they elect to call the timeout, third down. And Cody, here, I know you don't want to stop the clock on an incomplete pass, but I feel like this is a good time to, throw it up to a big guy in the end zone. But we'll see, as the Patriots have been kind of timid, a little conservative here once they've got down close to the end zone here in the past few plays.
Yeah, well, I think if you're Coach Burnett, you're wanting West Ouachita to have to burn those timeouts. Yeah. But at the same time, you're now dealing with 2 plays. You got 2 plays to get it in.
And they have a kicker. That's another thing. It's a 2-point game, and they have a kicker. That's something you got to think about.
Third and goal from the 10. Coming out of the timeout. Patriots not have enough men on the field. Caden Seals will now run out wide to the right. Chris Addison, that is, in the slot. Now they'll motion DJ Neal out. Looking. Ellis will now roll to the right. Looking to throw it. He'll tuck it and run. Jumps. Tries to get to the end zone. They're going to stop him short. They're going to stop him short at the 1-yard line.
God, Ellis Superman it, Cody. Left his feet and got tattooed over there around the pylon. Stretched it out, and I think you're right. They're going to be 1-yard line.
All right, fourth and goal from the 1.
So I guess he did go out of bounds over there right around the pylon.
Yeah.
1:55 to go here. Fourth down on the 1-yard line. Patriots leading by 2.
Well, they officially mark it. I believe it's right. It may be the 2-yard line. And Coach Burnett will call a timeout. Wondering why the clock's not running. I got the same question. Don't think he went out of bounds.
Of course, it happened on the opposite side of the field. Obviously, we didn't have a good view on it, but he left his feet, gets hit right around the pylon, and the clock stopped.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you just assume that he was pushed out of bounds as he left his feet. But
it's like the football's at the 1 yard line. It's another timeout for Franklin Parish. They've got one left. It's another Versatile Land Services timeout. So we've got 4th and goal from the 1 and a 2-point ball game. Franklin Parish leads at 29-27 with 1:55 remaining here in the 4th quarter. You need to punch this one in, but I'll also say, like you said, the offense that West Ouachita has to run, if you're not able to get it in here, they have to go 99.
They do, Cody, but you got to think about
kicker.
field goal range.
Yeah, got that kicker.
It's not every week you face a team with a good kicker like West Ouachita.
So 4th and goal. Credit in motion from left to right. Snap back. They're going to hand it off to Neal, and Neal pushing at the goal line, still pushing, and they're going to say short.
What?
They're going to say short. Did not get it. Clock stops with 1:48 remaining here in the 4th quarter. West Ouachita with a turnover on downs defensively. And we've got an injured Chief as they'll check on him. Probably was at the bottom of that pile.
Yeah, so turnover of downs there, and West Ouachita will start on the 1 yard line. Got 99 to go to get in the end zone.
99 and a half.
99 and a half.
It's right there.
But as we mentioned, they will try a field goal if they get in field goal range. Well, that was a big play there for West Ouachita to stop that. Well, it was probably 2 yards DJ needed to get in the end zone. As they're attending to a West Ouachita player here.
And I think Coach Burnett had a tad bit of an argument just a moment ago about the clock not running. Because I didn't think
Ellis flying towards the pylon there on 3rd down. Of course, looked like he was hit and stayed in bounds, but must not have, according to the official over there. And you have an official standing right there. So they're still attending to a West Ouachita player. We'll go to the Winsboro Sports scoreboard. Neville jumped all over Pineville in the second half. Kind of tight for about a quarter, but 50-10 now in the 4th quarter. Tigers with the lead. Wassman pulls away from Tioga, 32-17 in the 4th quarter. Carroll 20-3 over North Webster. Ruston 22, Ouachita 15, 4th quarter score. Alexandria 38, West Monroe 35, tight 2-5A ball game there. Final 46-0, Darbone over Magnolia. 35-0, 4th quarter score, Oak Grove over Beekman. And look at the Delta Storm come storming back after 3 scores down. Now leading Delhi 32-28. Bastrop blowing out Green Oaks in the second half here, 41-6. And the last score, let's see what we got. Yeah, Mangum all over Faraday, 35-0. And that is a 4th quarter score. It's a 2-point ball game here. The Patriots 29-27 leaders over West Ouachita. 1:48 remaining, and West Ouachita's offense will take over on the 1 yard line. See if the Patriots can limit this West Ouachita offense and hang on to this district victory, which would be huge. Of course, we mentioned West Ouachita undefeated coming into this district opener tonight.
Oh, and they will, looks like they'll go in the shotgun here. 1:48. They go under center. Here's the snap. They just try to get some yards. It looked like, I'm not sure what the quarterback was thinking there, but he didn't get much of nothing. The clock runs now, 1:40 to play.
Be careful with some trickery here because West Ouachita's already went to the bag a few times.
Yeah. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation for Ozark. Ozark calls for the snap, drops back to pass. Looking, throws it over the middle. Catch is made and tackled around the 15-yard line. Clock will stop while they move the sticks with 1:17 remaining. Now it rolls, 1:10. Shotgun, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Calls for the snap. Ozark looking to pass. He's sacked. Cam Plater wraps him up in the backfield. Hurry up, get back, no celebration. We'll do that later.
Yeah.
A timeout's going to be taken by the Chiefs. It's their final one. A Versatile Land Services timeout with 52 seconds left on the clock. But, man, I get it. You're excited. Get back. We got to play defense.
Starting right tackle, Cam Plater tonight has played an outstanding defensive game. Number of times he's disrupted plays, come in big on tackles and third down. But that sack right there certainly slowed down this momentum for West Ouachita with 52 seconds remaining. They got a long field to go. Big play by the junior, Cam Plater.
So coming out of the timeout, it's going to be second down and about 14 for the Chiefs after the sack by Cam Plater. 52 seconds left on the clock. Is 29-27. Franklin Parish leading West Ouachita here in a District 2 4A contest. First one of the season.
I think that's the last time out, Curtis.
I believe it is. Chiefs come out, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Patriot faithful on their feet. Second and 14 from the shotgun. Ozark looking to pass, steps up in the pocket, throws it on the run. The catch is made, and Addison makes the stop at the 20. Clock running. Under 43 seconds to play. Third down and 6. Ozark from the shotgun looks, throws it out. It's incomplete, and a flag comes flying in.
Zay got there a little early. And he was coming in to make a play on the pass and just contact right before the ball gets to the receiver.
So that will give West Ouachita an automatic first down as the clock stops with 32 seconds left to play.
So pass interference call, and they'll march off.
15 yards. Up to the 35. A lot of time left on the clock here. Chiefs will huddle it up.
Well, this is what it's about, isn't it, brother?
I love it. Coming down on the wire here at Patriot Stadium for what could possibly be the district title on the line. First down, dropping back to pass. Throws it, catch is made in the flat. Trying to get to the edge, he does, and he's bumped out of bounds hard by Trey Martin. Out of bounds at the 47, clock will stop. 20 seconds, 21 seconds left on the clock.
Well, had a lot of room once he caught the football, and Trey Martin, like he's done time and again tonight, makes the right line to him and just ejects him across the out-of-bounds marker. But approaching midfield now with 21 seconds left.
29-27 our score. First and 10 from the 47. Back to pass is Ozark. Looking. Trying to get away. He'll tuck it and run.
Oh, boy.
He's got room down the far sideline, and he's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Clock will stop. 12 seconds on the clock. I'm not sure where the field goal range is.
It's in his range. It would be
right now, Matt.
It would be stretching it, but
be about a 47, 48-yard attempt.
No timeouts remaining.
Clock stopped at 12 seconds. 29-27. 10 seconds left on the play clock. They break the huddle. Shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Drops back to pass, looking, throws out, catch is made. And they run a handoff inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line.
It's over.
The clock stops with a second left. They roll it, and that's got to be the ball game.
It's over.
The clock didn't run. It was stopped with a second left. This has got to be it. The referees will get together, but the clock was not running. It stopped with a second. The head referee will say and run the clock. It never ran for at least 3 seconds.
It's over.
It's over. Patriots win. Patriots win 29-27. Yes, sir. We will have our cake and eat it too.
How about that? What an outstanding, hard-fought, gritty win for the Patriots. This team West Ouachita, I will admit it, was way better than I expected, and they gave the Patriots a great contest. And my goodness, how big were those timeouts when it came to the end, Cody? Run the trickery play, one of the fourth or fifth trick plays of the night they ran, and right there that would have got them in definitely field goal range. But, you know, they didn't have enough time left, and the Patriots hold on for a big district victory.
There will be no handshakes tonight at Patriot Stadium. Both teams will head to their respective sides, but Franklin Parish wins it 29-27 in a hard-fought battle. Franklin Parish 1-0 in district play this season, and now is 5-1, giving West Ouachita their first loss in the regular season. As they try to clear the field here, Franklin Parish High School.
Yeah, no handshakes between the teams. A lot of trash talk from the West Ouachita side this week. We mentioned it all over social media, trying to stir the Pats up and sending a cake saying they were district champs today to Coach Burnett and company. And the Patriots certainly had their hands full, missing their starting linebackers against an option attack that's very hard to defend for anybody. And the Patriots were able to fight through adversity yet again and hold on to a 29-27 victory to open up district play. And my goodness, this one, we keep saying this, but this team, they just find ways to win, Cody, even in the toughest of times. And right there, it doesn't get much tougher than that, as we have, of course, law enforcement on the field making sure everything goes well. I can't remember the last time we didn't see a handshake at the end, but I can understand.
That's true. That's true. It was a great ball game tonight as Franklin Parish wins it 29-27 to improve to 4-1 on the regular season, dropping 5-1 rather, dropping West Ouachita to 5-1 as well, but 1-0 in district play as Franklin Parish will get set to take on Peabody next Friday night. Matt, before we get out of here, tonight's player of the game brought to you by Winsboro Fitness.
I was thinking about this right as the end of the game, Cody. I think it has to go to a defensive player, and I think Trey Martin and Cam Plater. I don't know which one. You make the call, but they
give it both to them.
Yeah, they played outstanding games and made key plays on the defensive side of the ball, and really it just came down to, you know, the grit of this Franklin Parish team able to fight off a really good West Ouachita undefeated team coming in here. And I think the sky's the limit now, Cody. We got 4 games left in the regular season, and we can focus on these teams that, you know, let's face it, Franklin Parish will be the favorite in all these games, the next 4 games, but you got to take care of business, and who knows what could happen after that.
I think offensively tonight, DJ Neal had a heck of a game.
DJ had a great night. He did.
Over 100 yards rushing again, a couple touchdowns tonight for the freshman, and Franklin Parish. If we do give a player of the game award offensively, I think DJ Neal wraps that one up there.
Sure.
So
there's no doubt about it. Great night for the freshmen.
Absolutely. Patriots win it 29-27 here at Patriot Stadium as they improve to 5-1 on the regular season, 1-0 in district play. Thanks to all of our sponsors for bringing you Patriots football here on a Friday night. We've enjoyed it. It was a great one, my friend.
Yes,
great
sir.
one. We'll see you back here next Friday night right here on KMAR as Franklin Parish will travel to Peabody. And we'll have Game 2 of district play and the 7th game of the regular season coming at you next Friday night.
I want to thank George on the video tonight, and Malik. Also, we miss you, Will. Will's out tonight, but George and Malik did a great job. And thanks for all our listeners and all our viewers. Tune in next week. It'll be another good one.
That's right. Will, he always misses the grape August, right? Will, you missed a good one tonight, buddy. But I hope you get back safely on your drive home. So Patriots win at 29-27. You've been listening to Patriots football right here on KMAR.
Bobby's Corner at 3860 Front Street invites you to come by and pick up a fresh breakfast or lunch served daily. Take it to